Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to Wasteland Talk. I am your co-host, Commodore Pistolwhip.
And I'm the other host, Hatter of the Waste.
And this is a real mystery right here, because I still don't know who the fuck it is. Anyways, we're supposed to have a mystery guest coming in any moment now. We're just waiting for the knock on the door. A loud knock on the door. I wonder who that could be. It's locked.
Hold on, we unlock it.
Open sesame. Oh shit! Come on in! Oh!
We have
Hey!
ourselves a very esteemed
Oh.
guest, a fellow member of Ghoulcrest,
Yes, have
and
a
one of
seat.
a very valuable member of the build crew, Papa
Yo,
Bear.
Motherfucking Papa Bear. Fuck you!
Fuck you!
I don't have to send little emojis to you guys.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm gonna
The
make
same
the
one
screen
All right.
bigger. Oh, there we go.
Let me do a quick advertisement. Check everything. Are we still good on Facebook? Are we still good on YouTube?
All right, guys. So you guys know that if you've been paying attention to our stuff, unfortunately, Commodore over here had his Facebook shut down. So if you guys are watching us on the new Facebook, do us a favor and post links so that our other viewers can find us, because it is a new Facebook account and not everybody has followed Commodore just yet. And also we still have our YouTube and our Twitch. Our YouTube is youtube.com/c/Wasteland Talk. Our Twitch is twitch.tv/Wasteland Talk. We also have Instagram and all that other stuff. And just to put this out there, if you guys ever do want to be a surprise guest or just be a guest in general, you can contact any of us through our Facebook pages, through Instagram, or also we have a Gmail account for Wasteland Talk that is just wastelandtalk@gmail.com. And same thing if you guys want to give us pictures for our credits, pictures of your tribe, you guys want to talk about like, hey, my tribe is going to be doing this new cool show, you want to give us a flyer to promote, whatever it is, you can do it through Gmail or through any of our regular Facebooks or any of our Instagram and all that stuff.
No, I'm sharing links to other
So,
things.
Papa Bear, how you fucking been?
Working, that's about it. Build crew, working, Neo, just never stopping.
You are a busy person.
Yeah.
But I'm a whole lot closer now.
Yes.
You moved.
You're back in Cali.
to California from Oregon,
Back
right?
in November. November 1st was my first day back down here.
So after
Wow.
Wasteland, you moved back down.
Pretty much.
That must be rough. Come all the way down to Wasteland, go back to Oregon, and then go back to California.
But there's a secret for a reason why. Snow. I hate snow with a fiery passion.
Agreed.
Especially if you have to drive like a truckload that's questionably high with stuff in a one trip. Yeah, I don't want to deal with snow.
I don't blame you.
I get that. So tell us a little bit about since you're such big on the build crew, and the most recent event we had was Neo. How early did you show up for Neo?
I showed up a day late because I had to work.
Okay.
But when I showed up, I kind of told them, as I always do, I show up at dawn. So as the sun was coming up, I was rolling down the road, and as I walked just past, I didn't even make the Mega Block. Like, I didn't see Mega Block till like the evening. But I walked in there, saw Adam. I was like, hey, and got a hug. And he goes, "This is your home," and then left. I'm like, okay, I guess this is my home, and I was in Engineer Bay for the entire time, which was nice. And then when I walked in the Mega Block, I looked around and said, "Fuck this shit," and turned around, and went back into the Engineer Bay.
Good call.
When I walked in, it was just scaffolding and shade net on the side, so it's very confusing to look at when it's just bare bones. But then once everything got set up, I was like, okay, this makes a little bit more sense.
Still trying to advertise people because again, new profile, so I don't have everybody on my messenger just yet, and people, I'm still waiting for friend request acceptance and or whatever. So I'm trying to make do with what we got, and hopefully we can build this back, or unless I get my old profile back.
So how long have you been going to Wasteland?
This is going to be not only my 10th year going, but my 10th year volunteering.
So you've been volunteering since day one, all right.
I was voluntold while I was taking a dirt nap back at H Park by the head of security. Then basically walked up. I was taking my nap, kicked me in the foot. He goes, "Hey, you want to earn $50 back?" I'm like, "Sure."
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? He goes, "I want you to walk this perimeter for how long till I come get you?" Okay. And then I got my $50 at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
So and that's back. That
But
was
back when Wasteland was $50.
Yes.
Oh God. Well, if only.
It was nice.
So that would make your first year what? 12?
Yep, 2012.
2012? So that was my second year then. Okay.
Yeah, and it was my best friend's second year as well. He was the one that convinced me to go
Nice.
because we went to high school together, then went to college together. And he just walked up to me. He goes, "Hey, you're a Mad Max fan. Let's go to this thing in the desert." And I'm like, "That sounds like a terrible idea." And he goes, "No. He goes, "You'll like it." I go, "It's." And I was reading up on it. I go, "It's a full immersion event. Like, what am I supposed to wear?" He goes, "What you're currently wearing?" And I'm like, I guess you're not wrong because I'm a farm kid.
Yeah.
I was in agriculture and welding and stuff, so all my clothes were always like this tattered. And I'm like, all right. Showed up in my pickup truck. We couldn't find each other. The first 2 years we went to Wasteland together, we could never find each other.
What?
Because we drove down at different times. I got there to be first in line. He'd show up like noon. So we'd never. He goes,
Sounds like us.
yeah. He goes, find the tallest parachute. Back when everybody used parachute.
Yeah.
He goes, find the tallest parachute. And I was like,
Um,
they're all parachutes. What are you
Right.
talking about? And then afterwards, we're like, you're not allowed to camp by yourself. We will combine forces, and then we will be two campmates now. So I basically absorbed his drive. Whether He
Nice.
says so or not.
And who is the person? doing it? Somebody-
Captain Asshole. He's
Oh,
the leader
okay, yeah.
of CLB.
CLB. Yes. Okay.
Creepy little bastards.
Yes, I've heard them and I've met him. Yes.
His dad drives the old junker wheelies.
Nice.
So that's his dad. So yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm almost done.
So you got voluntold for your first volunteer shift.
I mean, most people know I'm a hoe for money. So if you say, "Hey, I need you to do this," I'll be like, "Okay." And now I've become the unfuck this shit guy.
Yes, the fuck you are.
It's like I avoid eye contact with certain people. They're like, unfuck that, please. And I'm just like, damn it, I was trying to take a nap. Or I'm trying to go get food. Somebody bring me food.
You need to have volunteer positions to just make sure you're taken care of.
Yeah, one day. But I don't.
I would do that.
I was gonna say you camped with us last year. You know how little
I
Yeah,
barely saw you.
Yeah.
I would
Morning?
show up, cook you guys all breakfast, and then disappear.
Yep.
Your food is fucking amazing. You make like the best spam ever I ever had. Like that bacon spam. Just I don't know what the fuck you do. Probably some basic shit, but I don't care because you make it.
It's canned bacon spam, and the only reason why I buy it is 50% less sodium than regular spam.
Really?
Yes, it is less sodium than regular spam.
The flavoring that's supposed to be very high on sodium is less sodium.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Sounds
bacon,
legit.
Usually.
Sounds
Good
legit.
to know.
And the reason why I serve people spam is to check their hydration. Their fingers will swell.
Interesting.
That's why I feed people spam and bacon because I
Fucking
watch their because you'll see
fucking
them and they
cheeky
look at their
dick
fingers
waffle.
like this and then it's like I was like drink more water because that's how I trick people into drinking more water because I can check.
Smart.
That's
Smart.
inventive.
Fucking clever little fuck.
I like those actually. Yeah, we definitely eat a lot of spam in Hobo Junction also because it's inexpensive and it keeps.
Was inexpensive.
Well, yeah.
Now
A lot of
you
stuff has
gotta
gone
go
up.
to the Costco.
A lot of stuff has gone up. But for a long time, it was very
Oh, yeah.
inexpensive, and you don't have to refrigerate it. You don't have to worry about it being in a cooler. So usually every year for Wasteland, I buy a couple cans, and then even if I don't have time to cook, I can at least pop open a can and eat something.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
and you can just eat it raw.
Yeah.
Or not raw, but unheated.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna be a
Just
real
eat it
hobo.
straight out of the can.
Eat it straight out of the can.
Yeah, definitely a real hobo. So.
I just sliced up, fry it before, and throw it in a Ziploc baggie and be like, look.
Well, a lot of times in the morning.
Message me the link to YouTube.
A lot of times in the morning for like Hobo Junction, what I end up doing is like spam and eggs,
Oh yeah.
and like maybe potatoes or bread for toast, or
I
something
usually
like
just
that.
eat a can of meatball spaghettios.
Or unless you're with my camp, and then you get fed.
Yeah, or if I just walk by Hatter's camp, one of them buttons are like, here, have pancakes with bacon inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hobo Junction is pretty good. I mean, in the fact that we take turns cooking, and when we cook, we all cook for an army. And so there's always lots of leftover food.
Oh yeah.
Is that the live link?
No, that's the link to the channel.
Oh, no, I need the link to the live stream.
Okay. Someone's Katie is like, is the show super quiet for anyone else, or am I just deaf?
It might be quieter than normal. I can adjust
let
that.
Let me check the. Are you on the Facebook? Let me
Facebook,
check.
yeah.
Okay, let me check.
Hold
Facebook
on.
real
Let
quick.
me
Send that to you.
let me take a look at.
It is definitely quieter.
You know why? Because I still have it on the same filters from the other day for the family reunion episode.
Oh yeah, you toned it down.
I had to bring the volume way down because of everything.
We
Okay,
got
yeah.
Richard Klein going.
let's
Spam is
do-
good stuff. Didn't like it until I lived in Hawaii for a few. Well, yeah, because fucking Hawaii, they're like religious of the fucking spam.
It's
Hello,
delicious.
hello. Yeah, I think that's gonna be.
Yeah,
That should help.
yeah, guys. People comment. Let us know that the audio's doing a lot louder for you guys, because yeah, we seem to miss that little loophole.
It doesn't help that I'm very soft spoken.
It's not that you're soft spoken, it's just that we're generally loud. Or at least him and I.
You have the live link sent?
I sent it to you.
Okay, let me check. There it is. Okay.
No, you can't have it.
Okay,
That's
I'm just
part
gonna set
of
all
the,
these to
figment off
defaults
Yeah.
and then
I've got
close.
3 different.
Okay, so hopefully that's gonna get a bit louder for you guys. When we did our family reunion episode the other day, because we had, I don't know, 12, 15 guests, and everybody talks over each other, I turned on like a artificial sound limiter to try to keep things so it wouldn't
That
blow
didn't do
out the
shit,
sound.
by the way.
No?
No. I can still sound the same on my end.
How do we sound, everyone? Waiting.
Well, there might be a bit of a delay, but it's definitely showing up higher
Louder.
volume on the sound on OBS.
Okay.
Because it would only go to a certain level because of that limiter. Now it's actually going higher.
If anything, for all you guys, just try to crank it as loud as possible.
But we'll just try to speak up.
Yeah, it's still the same.
Santos, the real Commodore is louder. This must be fake Commodore.
I keep telling him, I keep holding up pieces of paper for him to pick out if it's a boat or not. He just keeps giving me the finger, so I don't think that one
Fuck you.
works.
Better, still quiet, but audible.
Yeah. I don't know. We've been dealing with some different technical issues. Like today, I realized my portable monitor for the Hack Pack actually broke somehow in the last couple days. I didn't do it intentionally. I just turned it on for the DJ show. It was great. Turned it on today, and half the screen is just dead. And I don't know what the fuck happened to it, but
Well, your nickname is Glitch for a reason.
right,
And any
exactly.
technical issues, we just blame on you.
Yeah. So I had to bust out a spare monitor that I had. Thankfully, I have
A lot.
several spare monitors. I picked up a bunch for a Neo project that didn't quite get finished this year, and I actually have about 20 plus monitors in my bedroom.
Yes.
In my closet, mostly, just kind of stacked up because I had this whole
Fucking Christ.
concept. And
Chillin'.
I got them all for free, which was nice, but none of them are small enough to fit inside the Hack Pack, so I have to replace that monitor at some point. And it's not the most expensive thing, but it's more than I have to spend at the moment. So we'll try to get it figured out. But if anybody has a portable display for a laptop that they're not using, that you want to get, that you're willing to donate, we'll gladly take it,
And we'll give you credit.
and we'll give you some shout outs, and I don't know, maybe you can definitely be a guest on the show. Come deliver it in person type of thing. We would love that because we pay for all of our equipment out of our pocket, and we've told you guys before, we don't do this show to make money off it. We do it for the community. But unfortunately, it does cost money for equipment, and sometimes we just don't have the money when something breaks. So you just make do. It's just like Wasteland. Sometimes things break, and it's too soon to the event, and you just fucking make do. My monitor, I realized this morning, was broken. What am I going to do in the few hours I have before the show? I'm just going to grab a spare monitor and just move forward.
Yeah.
There you go.
All we can do.
We
Fuck
talked
it,
about doing
Wasteland.
a Patreon. It's just a matter of trying to figure out what would the What would the reward be for donating?
Yeah,
That's
we
stuff we
couldn't
gotta
quite
figure
figure it out because everything we do is live, and so it's like, what do we give a Patreon subscriber as a bonus? We haven't quite come up with a good concept yet.
No.
There's like bonus content we can do. Some people do like
I want to check
postcards.
on YouTube stuff because I'm sending a lot of YouTube links right now. for some reason.
Oh, Marky's here.
Mackie Mac?
Mackie's here. Hi, Mackie. Mackie is her. What did you do?
You're not the only one. Papa Bear showed up on a cane
Cane and
and a cybernetic leg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks pretty.
my peg leg.
It's a peg leg, but it's a modern version of one.
pirate.
Yeah,
You
very
should
pirate.
see the looks I get walking through Costco.
Yeah.
Especially since I usually wear a leather mask with this hat, and then I usually throw my vest on top of it, and then you just see me popping through, and then it's like, and I'm like, black card, Costco card, later, and then it's like, oh man, you have the expensive card.
Fancy.
And then I buy toothpaste.
Ah.
and-
Well, we
That
got
was an autocorrect. Mackie's is fine.
Okay.
Good.
So, Papa Bear, tell me. I want to hear a really good volunteer story, in a sense that do you have something where you accomplished something that you weren't sure could be done in the time they needed it? Something along those lines. A good, positive.
Since we're having a lot more volunteers this year because a lot of those bitches are broke.
Yeah, well, that's why I've always volunteered, and then it's like, I don't. It's kind of funny because I actually enjoy the volunteer part more than the actual event.
and you're
I
bad.
can see that.
I mean, that's your personal experience of Wasteland.
That's always been my thing. Is like, yeah, everybody knows that I'm a workaholic.
Well, I know Adam, Axel was saying too that for a lot of the early volunteers, for them the event is the pre-event.
It is. It really is. But well, it's like for Neo, just being able to all of a sudden we were just throwing stuff together and it was just coming along. Like that was incredible to me. And I was like, I was riding my bike around everywhere delivering shit. I bought a brand new bike for my birthday because my birthday was Neo.
Oh shit!
My
okay.
birthday was the Sunday before
Oh,
Neo
yeah.
started, so I showed up on my birthday and
Nice.
started working immediately.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And then Aaliyah's birthday was 2 days after my birthday,
Oh.
so we both got to be birthday buddies.
Aw.
But it's like,
Nice.
there's so many things because it's like I've done security and build crew. I did security for 7 years before I was convinced by Chaos Monty, and then
Fucking Monty.
it was Monty and Adam at Hunter's Night.
Okay.
And
yeah.
fucking Tim followed me to Australia for the 40th anniversary of Mad Max 1 in Clunes, where it was filmed,
Oh,
and
nice.
fully convinced me to go.
Oh.
Damn.
Ah.
I just looked at him and I was like, why are you here? You are a 24-hour flight away from where you're supposed to be, plus a 10-hour car ride. How did you find me?
I can't get away from you people.
Pretty much. Well, I was hanging out with the dogs more, so I can't.
Oh.
I was camping with the dogs there.
Oh,
Okay.
fucking A, yeah.
So we got Mackie going. Talk about smoked cheese, please.
Yes, talk about smoked cheese.
That was a thing I started last year or the year before Wasteland, where I brought wine popsicles, and I was like, what would go good with wine popsicles? They were all gone before anybody showed up.
I believe it.
Oh.
Because that was the first year build crew, and I brought it with me.
Everybody
build
just
crew
fucked it up.
Wiped all my popsicles
Good
out,
job.
and then half my stock of cheese. Because I was like, what would go good with that? So I decided to experiment with
Yeah,
it.
wine and cheese. Is
Wine
a
and
good,
cheese.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
common
bought
combination.
cheap.
Yeah.
It is cheap cheese. It is from Winco.
That's good.
It's good, and I kind of just played around with it and vacuum sealed it, and it was gone.
Damn.
Wow.
And then last year, CCB found out that I had smoked cheese
Uh-oh.
and took 6 pounds out of my 7.
Damn.
part of that.
CCB just
They
hoarding
came
that
over
shit.
like, hey, we heard. Okay.
Yeah, they literally wiped out my entire stock. I go, you need to let me know in advance now so I can pre-make this, because I can only make it when it's a cool night,
Yeah.
because you cold smoke it.
Interesting.
Literally throw it in your barbecue, set it on the grates, or you can put a cookie rack, ice underneath it, and then you put a smoke cylinder in there, and then you just smoke it slow.
Huh. That's interesting.
If I would have thought about that, I would have thought that too. But
Oh god.
That's all right.
I've been working so much.
You did great
Understandable.
just in bringing
Don't
the
worry.
bringing the food for us, because
Oh yeah.
we often do this show and then like it happens around when a lot of people would eat dinner and we end up not eating until later, or then we're drinking, and so yeah, bringing food is a big bonus for
And
us.
then I
Oh
get sent to
yeah.
Taco
So
Bell
thank you.
for food.
Thank. Yeah.
That's what I picked up on my way here.
Nice.
Because I'm the
Because
one
I
not
just got off
drinking.
work and I was like, dinner time.
Accurate.
Addicted to Taco Bell.
So yes, I am. Well, I am
So
almost
you're
done.
I mean, you're definitely someone who cooks really well at Wasteland. What kind of cooking setup do you bring?
So we used to bring small little single burners and cook everything off that.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
a lot of work.
hated that. So my camp is solely owned by me. It is all 5 carports are owned by me. All the netting's owned by me. The barbecue's owned by me. Every single thing in the camp that is not brought by somebody else is owned by me.
Okay.
Because I have a thing that it's like, if you want to cause trouble, take what you own and leave. That affects nothing. So
All right.
that's why it's taken 10 years for me to build such a massive shade structure for. Me and my buddy wanted to build the Oasis right off that. Now that I went on a tangent, actually I bought a Blackstone tailgate. Half of it is a burner with a barbecue setup on top of it, so you can grill.
Yeah.
And the other side of it is a flat top.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So you can do a flat top barbecue, or you can take that off and throw a pot on it or a pan.
Okay.
And
Very
then
good idea.
this year, nobody knows about it yet. I just bought a kitchen table that has reflector walls on it, so you can actually put little burners on there. It's got 2 arms that set up and 5 shelves that zip up.
Wow.
So that was my new investment this year.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, people make some incredible food out of Wasteland for sure. And I would count you as one of those people, because I've had some of your food. It's always
Oh yeah.
you made the mistake of coming over when I made food.
No, that was not a mistake.
That
It was not intentional. I didn't know that you were making food, but it was not a mistake. The
It was
food
almost
was good.
always food.
It was
But
really
you did
good.
say the one forbidden food in my can, or I should say my ice chest. Eggs. Eggs are the one food that is not allowed in my ice chest.
And
Because
yet
we
it's
had
in
a
there.
tribe mate throw a 5 dozen eggs in my ice chest, brand new
gross.
ice, and then dumped an entire case of beer and
no.
slammed it.
Oh.
After I had just finished my double shift of security.
So broken eggs everywhere.
When I
in the
reached in
ice.
there to get a drink after working, so I worked 8 hours, slept 8 hours, worked another 8 hours, and then went to grab a drink, and I was like, cool,
Fucking
eggs are
terrible.
forbidden now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, go take my ice chest back into town, dump it, and clean it, because it had 200 pounds of ice in it.
Shit.
Fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, for my camp, the only way that you're allowed eggs is if they're hard-boiled pre-event.
I was told, like, putting them in a water bottle.
That could work.
Like a really good screw top water bottle. I was like, you can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could crack a bunch and put them in there and
Yeah.
save them so you could cook them that way. But yeah, a lot of times what we do is we just hard-boil them all, and then you can just eat hard-boiled eggs,
Oh, yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
So just hard-boil them all, throw them in the ice chest, it won't matter. They won't break,
Yeah.
And so that's why I did that for Neo, too. I just hard-boiled like half a dozen
Alright.
eggs because there's only
Okay.
me.
Cool.
But
I'm
usually
done.
for Wasteland, like, I'll hard-boil like a
Okay.
dozen at least. Because I know I'm feeding the whole camp.
Let's see, we got Mackie going. I brought some of the smoked cheese home to my friends, and they were like, "This is why you go to these camp outs." And Specs is in the same AO.
Heyo.
Hey, Specs!
Specs, fuck you.
Beer.
So- As YC's getting a beer, I want to give a couple announcements and plugs.
Yes.
One, we finally have a frame for the D's piece that we were gifted
What?
so many seasons ago. And it's like conveniently right next to the Deacon. But yeah, it's pretty good. We found this because one of our neighbors died, and we pretty much raided their shit. The gist story. We'll go with that. So yeah, found this nice little frame, and conveniently it was able to fit the piece of the D's that we were gifted. So we have a frame now.
We upcycled the frame from the person was elderly, but yeah, when they passed, apparently nobody wanted all their stuff, so the manager of the apartment basically put most of it outside the door and just let people take whatever.
We grave robbed.
Yeah.
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 Anyways, also, if you haven't noticed, I got these new earrings. They look
Throw
like
'em off.
they look like cigarette butts. Very Dave DeFore-esque.
Very, very, you know, my stepdad puts his cigarettes out of my hand type ask. That's what they remind me of. Because they're just smoked just enough where it's like, shh.
So,
I'm posting
my
the links right now.
a friend of mine from the goth scene, she has a Etsy store. That's where I got them. I didn't get them on Etsy because she sold them in person at a local goth club that was celebrating its 5th-year anniversary, Necromancy. And I saw those, and they were just calling to me, so I bought them.
Yeah.
So these are going to be my new Wasteland earrings, so I got them. So yeah, there's
Oh, you got
that.
a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we dropped the link. It's basically called Devil Girl Crafts because it's GRRL.
You got little Corona bottles.
Yep. She got all kinds of knickknacks and fun things that you can buy as an accessory or jewelry.
That's exciting.
So yeah, Etsy store is on the chat or at least Facebook. If you want to put it on YouTube and Twitch,
I post it everywhere.
okay, perfect. And now we got Richard Klein on Facebook going. Aside from what we look like at Zeke's, we do actually bring supplies with us to Wasteland. We have a camp cook that will do everything on either a blackstone griddle or a wok. If we can't cook, if it can't be cooked on those, we don't eat it.
There you go.
That makes sense. Yeah, you got to make your meals within the practicality of what you can bring.
Yeah.
You got to look at what you have and what your campmates might be able to provide and go, this is what we have to cook with. And you got to plan around that. And so, yeah, a lot of it for myself, I mean, like I said, for Hobo Junction, we are a communal cooking situation in the sense that, like I said, we take turns cooking. So you might only cook once the entire weekend, but you're cooking for like 10 people. And so you have to be ready. And we come up with a schedule and we lay it out. Like, you know for sure, oh, you're cooking Friday night. Be ready with your meal, you know? So we do plan it out that way. But it is all communal in the sense that, like, okay, maybe you don't have a grill. Well, somebody else in the camp has a really nice grill, and they are willing to let other people use it. Just be nice and clean up after yourself.
Yeah.
Don't just leave their grill a
Don't be a
mess.
dick.
Yeah, remember, this is being in somebody's camp and camping with them is like being roommates with somebody for a week. You need to respect each other's stuff and like clean up after yourself, wash the dishes, clean the grill. Little things like that go a long way so that the next person who has to use that grill, it's still usable.
So we got Amanda Lawson going, oof, trying to wrangle an entire camp for a meal is tough.
Honestly, we don't, in a sense that, like, you know what time dinner will be ready. You're there or not. It's your problem.
See, I just tell everybody, free for all, you feed yourselves. I bring so much food that I just automatically feed people because I have a bad habit about it.
I'm just
This year
conveniently
might
there
be
when
a
you
little
cook.
bit different though because I'm trying to be out there the 18th before Wasteland. I'm going to be there for almost 18 consecutive days.
Goddamn.
Damn.
I'm hoping to do it Outriders. I'm sure Adam will be more than excited to do that. And I already have it all taken off and paid.
Nice.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Good shit. Good
Actually,
shit.
it's my supervisor's fault because I was like, oh, I'll just take these 2 days off because, you know, if you take an extra day, you'll have 5 more days added to it.
So we got
Awesome.
Matt Ratter watching saying, howdy fuckers. This all seems like good advice for someone in a poly relationship as well.
It works.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. But I want to go back to what a little brief word that fucking Richard mentioned about Uncle Zeke's event. They did announce Uncle Zeke's pit stop. They did announce they're going to be doing the actual nuclear winter again for next year, sometime late February, early March. So tickets should go on sale sometime before the end of the year. So I believe they said November. So I highly recommend checking this event out. It's at a great fucking location. Good people show up, and you're gonna have a fucking fun fucking time.
And if you're SoCal, it's local. And if you're anywhere in California, it's still not too bad of a drive.
Hell, people from Texas went to this fucking cow fuckers. Moo! Yeah, I remember you guys.
But yeah, we drove down from Sacramento. Really enjoyed it. The location is actually an old Renaissance fair. It still runs. It's just I say old because it's been there for a long time. But it's a Renaissance fair that I actually worked for a long, long time. So I knew the grounds. It's a permanent location in a sense that the fair village is always there.
Yeah.
And so if you've been to it a few times, you get to know where stuff is. So for me, it was like going to my hometown. I knew that campground well, where everything was, the bathrooms, the showers, all the camps, and all the layouts. I knew it all, you know.
And for me, like first time going, I really felt like a very for those who play the Fallout video games, like Fallout Nuka World DLC. Basically, Wastelanders that took over a abandoned amusement park.
That'll work.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. I mean, you could definitely think of it like medieval times or something.
Medieval times. That's what
It is a permanent Renaissance village, and it's not gigantic, but it's a good size for the crowd that it gets.
So
for that Renaissance fair and for this, nuclear winter event.
So we got a few comments. We got Amanda Lost going, yay, and Matt Rag going, Zeke was awesome. And Rich goes, moo, cowfuckers will be there. Nice. I fucking love you guys. You guys are like one of the highlights of that fucking event for me. Like, you guys were so fucking fun to hang out with.
You guys have to come back. Yeah, definitely. It was a lot of fun.
And Amanda Lost said, like, yeah, this next one definitely will be there. And then Mad Rider goes, Hatter, going to bring your mother this time? Because like
you could not handle my mother.
Because like she's literally a stone's throw from where the grounds are.
She is. So the reason I started at that Renaissance fair is no joke. I could walk there from my mother's house. It is that close. And when I started at Renaissance fair, I was 15 years old. So I was not old enough to drive. So it was very much like, hey, drop me off. So it is really close to my mother's house. I actually went and, of course, visited her while I was there because,
And then she dropped you off to go play.
Right. Mom, can you take me back to my friend's house? I want to play.
Just knock on their door. Can Hatter come out and play?
Oh god.
But yeah, it's my
army of people.
Oh yeah, it's like it's all of Uncle Zeke's.
My mom has lived in that house for 25 years though now. So yeah, it's been a long time because they moved there when I was 14. I'm 40. So actually, it's about 26 years now.
Yes, absolutely had a nuclear world feel, says Richard. And we're stepping up the cowfucker game for Wasteland 2. How the fuck are you gonna step up the cowfucker game? Like, you already set a high bar as it is, guys. Like, I'm actually curious. So, like, wait, are you talking about Wasteland Weekend or next Uncle Zeke's? Or yes?
I think it said Wasteland.
Viewers would like to know.
I think it said Wasteland on them.
I know, but...
For Wasteland.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Let's see. We're also now at the double-digit countdown for Wasteland.
Yep, we're double digits.
We now hit double digits.
So, yeah, if you guys follow, of course, Wasteland Central, Wasteland Unite, all the other various groups, you will see from TK that we are down to, 95 days or something.
We're still in the 90s, but yet double digits.
Yeah. So it's coming up. We actually have a few different announcements about Wasteland, of course. One of the main things that they recently announced is the Thunderdome is coming back this year.
Yeah, we're getting back Thunderdome from the Triad Death Guild.
So all the people who were just like, well, without Thunderdome, I don't know if it's even really Wasteland.
Now you can put your panties back on and go have fun.
Right?
Get your panties out of a bunch and
get that stick out of your ass and come enjoy the event, okay?
Exactly.
Because Wasteland existed before the Thunderdome showed up.
And it did just fine without it last year.
And I love the Thunderdome, but don't let that be the thing that stops you from coming just because it's not there.
So Rich goes, Wasteland Weekend, and there's more of us. You
have been warned.
Oh, their tribe is
Oh
growing.
god, they're
Awesome.
breeding.
Damn it, more Texans.
Oh god.
No, like I say again, there's again, I had such a fucking fun time hanging out with fucking cowfuckers at fucking with Uncle Zeke's. It was like so cool.
They were great people.
They're
I
funny.
mentioned before. So like my partner showed up to Uncle Zeke's, and my partner and I date long distance, so we don't get to see each other regularly. And so Uncle Zeke's was someplace that we could both meet up at. And so, but she's also a more introverted person. And so, whereas at Uncle Zeke's, like, I feel like, oh my God, this is my old grounds. I know a lot of people because I've been going to Wasteland forever. I just want to run around and say hi to all my friends and be rowdy and be fun and be active. She's out there like, that's great. What? Like, this is too much for me. Too many people, too much of a crowd, whatever.
So we got a couple comments. One from Kip. Hi, Kip. We're looking forward to the Great Gathering next month. Basically, yeah, they're still having a hard time hearing the audio.
I don't know. It's turned up here, and when I look at our stuff, it goes pretty high.
If worst case, maybe you could try a different setting, like maybe something you can find on TV on your console, if you have the YouTube app on it, or if you have it on a computer, or try again, if you're on our Facebook, check on our YouTube, check on our Twitch. Maybe the audio is a little different. That has happened.
Yeah. Let's see.
And am I done?
Yeah.
We got Richard saying 91 days before we have to get on the road heading from Texas to Wasteland. Now, I read that wrong when I was first reading that. At first, I said 91 days before we have to get on the road head from Texas to Wasteland.
That's
but then
a lot
again,
of road heads.
that's a lot of cow fuckers.
It's also a long drive.
Yeah. So,
hey, ask gas or grass. Nobody rides for free.
I mean, fuck, if you put that on OnlyFans or Pornhub, fuck, I'll subscribe.
It's like Bang Bus, but it's going to Wasteland.
What?
Well, yeah, the cow fuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up?
We've got Katie on YouTube with me. You said yay for closed captioning. I was like, YouTube should be.
Okay, well, let me check YouTube real quick. Just
I haven't checked the volume, but also
I'm going to.
on YouTube we've got Mike Kenling going evening folks. Mackie's going plan, craft, or repeat. I still got some crafting I need to do.
Yeah,
I
mean,
haven't started on. Shit.
Wasteland is coming, and honestly, I haven't worked on, like, I try to keep my projects limited every year, the new stuff that I do, but I haven't really started on them yet. Let me see if there's anything else I can do. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's go.
Yeah, it's like
It's on the right setting there, so it's on the right device. Property, yeah, that's fine.
Also, once it says hi to everybody, hopefully you can capture the next one. So I basically guess I can't watch today.
Fuck you, Monty.
Okay, fuck you,
Let's
Monty.
do this.
See you
We'll
soon.
just turn off all of the. We'll just turn off all of the various settings on the limiters and whatnot, and see if that makes it any better.
Then we got Mad Rider cow fuckers breeding. What kind of Minotaur shit is this?
So yeah, so what I was getting to with the cowfuckers is that one of their campmates went by the name Dirty Diane, and Dirty Diane and my partner Larry became very quick friends to the point of where we were at what's the name, the asylum, the Rabbit Asylum. We were at the Rabbit Asylum. They were there. They were using another camp on the grounds as kind of their host site. So they were using the bar. They were borrowing somebody else's bar and whole setup. Because the Renaissance Fair, of course, does allow, does have adults and does have drinking and bars and stuff. And so they just set up in one of those bars.
Maybe we can move the mic a little closer. Probably hear us better.
Yeah.
Like, oh god.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
That actually might be better.
Testing.
Testes. 1,
If
2.
you can leave a comment, see if you can hear us louder. Now the microphone is literally right next to us instead of over there.
So yeah, we were all like kind of hanging out, drinking in Rabbit Asylum, and the next thing I know, there's a what do you call them? The stocks where you put your head and your arms in them. Yeah, the stocks. So they've got the stocks at Rabbit Asylum at that camp that they're using, and it's set up for like photo ops. So people are doing that, and then next thing I know, people are breaking out like floggers and other stuff, and like paddling people in the stocks. And like my girl is
Yankee.
My partner is one of the people flogging people, and so she's having fun with it. And then they go from there
all over the place
and
paddling people.
And the 2 of them just disappear for a bit.
My spank bank.
see it?
No,
You
can't.
can see it.
Ha! I
Force.
like having my.
I use the force. Spank bank. Yes.
I have short little arms.
All
So,
asses
yeah,
are welcome, but all asses will be consented before it gets touched.
There you go.
There you
Because
go.
consent
Yes,
is sexy.
yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Santos.
What's
yes,
that?
you're louder, but only Figment sounds better just because. Well, thank you.
Sounds fair.
I'll take it. Yeah. Most
Yeah.
people
So
say
my
that.
partner and Dirty Diane both just like disappear for a while, and I go and I try to figure out where they are, and I can actually hear them in the bathrooms. And the fact that the bathrooms is this cement building and it echoes out of it like a megaphone. So I can hear the voices, and I'm like, okay, they're in the bathroom, no big deal, cool. I go back and I drink a little more. They're in there for what seems like an hour or so. What ends up being is that they're trading clothes and they're trading makeup and all this other stuff because they both want to go and go back to Uncle Zeke's camp, which is doing like a stage with a DJ and a go-go dancing, and they're looking for people to go dance.
You know, the area I wasn't DJing at, but I was DJing and no one showed up.
You DJ'd the next night there, though.
I did, but I did made up for it.
So Friday night, yeah, you weren't DJing there. They had different DJ spots, and unfortunately, their crowd wasn't big enough really to need different DJ spots. So like the crowd all went to one spot that unfortunately was not the spot where Commodore was.
So Richard is going. Dirty Diane will be coming to Wasteland with Cowfucker. She's up in Portland or somewhere near there. All right, fucking yeah. I look forward to it then.
Yeah, so they ended up going, like, I finally go down and check on them again, and they're finally out of the restroom, and now they're wearing completely different clothes. They've made a mishmatch of each other's clothes and figured out the best outfits to wear, and makeup and hair and whatever. And now they're just like, we're going to Uncle Zeke's, and we're going to do some go-go dancing. And I'm like, okay. By the way, do you know that you left a bunch of your stuff at the other bar? No, I'm going go-go dancing. Okay, no problem. I'm just going to go get your stuff. Because people have been drinking, so she's not thinking for me. She's, whatever, having a good time. I'm glad she's having fun.
I'm having a good time.
So I run back and I grab whatever stuff is left at that bar. And then we go to Uncle Zeke's and everybody's dancing, having a great time. And by the time I get down there, then I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, so who's wearing whose clothes, what clothes, where are the extra clothes? Because I know
Just
that...
put them together like a Frankenstein monster.
Right? And so anyway, I end up talking to some other people who are part of the Cowfuckers, and one of them says, oh yeah, by the way, the extra clothes, they're sitting in our camp, just like on a bench. And I'm like, okay, cool.
It was probably Richard that said that.
So I run over to the Cowfuckers. I just grabbed the whole stack of clothes, throw them in my tent. Because I'm like, somewhere in that stack is my partner's clothes. They're just all going in my tent. I don't care. It's late. I've been drinking. We've all been drinking. I just need to put them in my tent so I know that they're safe.
Yeah.
I don't want them sitting on a bench where they could disappear or get rained on or whatever,
By the way, Richard, I have to actually glad that you are watching because, like, I actually need a request from you. Can you personally send me the photos of what I have done to Dusty with this? Yeah, you know exactly the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it on here, but if I can get those pictures, it'll be much obliged.
So we all party pretty late Friday night. Saturday morning, we're all waking up kind of half hungover, half awake, hungover, all that shit. I hear screaming.
It may well have been told you that. Memory is a little bit fuzzy.
Yeah, we were all kind of drunk. So I don't know exactly who told me, but somebody told me. Anyway, so I hear yelling from Dirty Diane of, Larry, where are you? I need my pants. You have my pants.
Oh yeah, we heard that like in the middle of the fucking night when everybody's pretty much asleep at this point.
So Diane's walking through the event because she doesn't remember where we are camped and just yelling that out to every camp she passes.
It was precious, and I was kind of scared because I thought I was hearing a ghost.
And so yeah, it's like
Does the place look haunted?
It's like early in the morning when she's looking for this because apparently what we ended up somewhere in the stack was like the pair of pants she needed to wear the next day I didn't know. I was just grabbing whatever clothes.
Not getting
And I
better.
did end up grabbing my partner's clothes and getting them. And so, like, we had all of our stuff, and I was like, if it's somebody else's stuff, too, I know it's safe. So it's fine. They can come get it. And sure enough, Diane did come get it, but it's just yelling, Larry, I need my pants. You have my pants.
Okay, good.
And
So,
you have my top. I need my clothes.
Well, I mean, you could just enjoy the rest of the event naked. I mean, no one's gonna complain, really.
I walked around for a good portion topless.
Some people did that at Uncle Zeke's. Hell, fuck. Again, not pointing out who, but certain people of a tribe who is watching right now, we seen their dick running around all over the fucking campgrounds. We'll say that much.
Okay.
And speaking of which, Richard's like, yes, I do. I will have to do some creative cropping. Please do. Yeah, go ahead and have fun with it. But I do look forward to see those pictures.
Oh, did you meet a coward?
Good. I did an experiment. I hit it with my flamethrower first.
Nice. I like that
I
idea.
bought a flamethrower for cooking.
Yeah, you posted about
Yeah.
that. I saw
mean,
that. It was fucking
Did you light a
rad.
cigar with it?
I wouldn't recommend it since the flame that shoots out is about that long.
So what you want to do is
It's
just...
a long cigar.
Well, no, you go towards the tip of the flame, and you hold just the tip of the cigar.
But it starts charcoal like nobody's business.
I bet. I
Though
bet.
I'm terrible, surprisingly.
With
at
enough
all the
practice
cooking,
and a
I
little
am bad at
patience.
barbecuing.
Really?
I am
Just don't
terrible
barbecue.
at barbecuing.
Well,
I would
let's
say-
not barbecue my
Hot dogs and
face.
I would say my best cooking is my barbecue because I learned to cook mostly through camping.
Yeah, I barbecued us burgers at Uncle Zeke's.
Yeah, no, they were damn good burgers. And then we also had my improvised breakfast, which
That was cool.
I forgot cooking grease.
Oh no.
So here's a trick if you're not vegetarian or vegan. Bacon
Oh yeah.
makes great cooking grease.
Oh yeah, it's the best. If anything, I prefer it better than normal grease.
So, of
Or
course,
oil.
I had brought bacon and eggs and potatoes. So what did I do? I throw the bacon in, and I throw the potatoes in with the bacon, so you get that fried bacon taste with the potatoes.
Well,
That
sure.
Browse couch watching.
It turned out really, really tasty,
Those
of course.
fuckers?
Grab couch. Bah!
Bah!
Fuck you.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to Twitch for a moment. I'm eating.
How's
Y'all
YouTube?
making Mackey's like y'all making me hungry.
I'm making me hungry. I'm about to fuck up these spam sushi things.
Sam sushi.
Yeah.
After the fucking show.
Like I said, it reminds me of masubi, because that's basically what it
It's
is.
basically masubi, but I requested what are people allergic to, and I worked around it. I actually normally don't cook with teriyaki, so that's why I was like, I don't know how they came out.
Oh, it's delicious.
Sweet.
I'm sure they're good.
We're suckers for teriyaki.
Yeah.
And then Rutgers like, bruh, I save my bacon grease and use it in cooking. It is amazing. Yeah, that's the best. That's like the way to go. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I grew up with, like, my grandparents would cook with bacon grease all the time. Especially, like, making, like, breakfast gravy with
Oh,
bacon
yeah.
grease mixed in. Oh, my God.
like
So, like I said, if you're not...
especially put that in your biscuits and gravy and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
with
exactly.
the
That's what my grandma always
sausage.
made it with. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, me and my sister are always in competition who cooks better. She can out barbecue me any day of the week because she's got the smoke or the barbecue and stuff.
Nice.
Anything on a stove or the oven, I can beat her.
Ah.
But neither of us can bake. We cannot make sweets
I'm a
to save
baker.
our life.
I
Mm.
love baking. That is my thing.
So, yeah, in my family, my sister was the oldest, and we had single mom with 5 kids.
Yeah.
My sister, as the oldest, did most of the cooking growing up, and she is a excellent cook. She learned trial by fire. She didn't have a choice. And so, yeah, when we were real little, she wasn't that great, but she was real little too. As she got older, she's now a really great cook. And if I go down to SoCal, I usually stay at my sister's, which means I get fed lots, and it's always amazing food. And I would say that I am not nearly as good of a cook as my sister. I didn't really start learning, like I said, through scouts, and then once I moved out of my parents' house, I was cooking for myself. So at like 19
Yeah,
is when I started
also,
teaching myself how to
You've
cook.
been cooking and god damn, it smells delicious.
After 20 years of cooking for myself, I cook decent. But I have like maybe a dozen recipes I know, and that's it.
Oh no, I have a very bad habit of, that looks good. Let's fuck around and find out. My housemate's like, yes. Oh no, the dishes. Because I have the Tasmania, the devil of the kitchen. I will straighten up the entire kitchen, to turn around and level it. And then he's like, but it was worth it. But I also make for 6+ days in a row.
Yeah, because you meal prep, you're saying. Yeah.
I actually meal prep for my housemate. We get breakfast and lunch.
Nice.
And then when I come home, he makes dinner.
Nice.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
He's spoiled. And then I actually, most of the time, make all the meal prepping at my sister's house, feed her family,
Damn.
and then give them leftovers, and then they give the leftovers also to my parents.
Damn.
I'm very bad at measuring.
I feel like you're very generous at it.
And I'm cheap.
Nice.
I made pork loins. I made pork loin roast this week.
Oh, you
And
son of a bitch.
They were under $1 a pound.
You son of a bitch.
Hell yeah.
What, Costco?
No, Winco.
Winco. That's why I
Okay.
love Winco.
Nice.
I cooked 13 pounds of meats. And my
Damn.
sister's like, why? And I was like, well, it's
Why
for you
not?
and the kids. Like, there's 5 of us here.
So we're gonna be
Meal
invited to
prep.
the barbecue.
Well, there were still leftovers, and they're like, good thing Mom's coming over tomorrow. Here, Mom. So that's what my sister does. Literally, what I leave her, she gives to my brother and my parents.
Nice.
Works. Like as long everyone usually has like their handful of recipes where it's like I am really good at this.
So yeah, that's what happened to Dusty after the spank bank. We're like that.
Oh, okay.
But like for me, nice. My specialties are taco salad and meatloaf. My meatloaf,
Thank you, Richard.
I will let my friends know, it's like, hey, I'm making meatloaf. Like, okay, what time? I will be there. My biggest meatloaf was I think a 5-pounder. I had to split it up in 2 pans, and that fed 3 people. Because we eat a lot of meatloaf.
Hey, if it works. No, I'm
And
so
we just had your taco salad yesterday.
Yeah, for the most part, here in our apartment, we mostly cook for ourselves, but every once in a while we'll do like a group meal, and it's usually Figment who does the group meal.
Yep.
Former housewife, it's what
I mean, sometimes I do have my traditional
You make
like
enchiladas.
chicken enchiladas that I got from my mom's recipe, and I make a lot for that because it's made to last me at least a good week. And I'll give some to Figment. I'll give some to Hatter.
Yeah. I would say of the housemates, I probably cook the least often for everybody. But they've both had my food at Wasteland. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
you guys stopped by camp, and it was just like, oh, there's a bunch of food left over, and they were eating it. And then they're like, who made this? And I was like, I did. Oh, this is really good. I'm like, yeah. Sometimes I can cook
Oh,
big meals every once in a while.
so we got Rich going. I have a disturbingly large amount of ass photos. Send them to me. I am an ass man.
Ass man.
But no,
I am
my
an
husband
ass
gave me
man.
the perfect nickname. He goes, you're the literal perfect house husband. You cook, you clean, you do the dishes, and then you fix stuff.
Hell yeah.
He can't do any of that.
Really?
He has no idea how to do any of that. He goes, my car's making weird noise. I'm like, all right, well, bring it into the garage. Let me fix that. And then I was like, all right, now I gotta go cook. And then he's like,
Can you fix my couch?
No, that thing is
It's falling apart pretty
I
hard.
don't got any of that stuff.
Okay.
Actually,
So
no,
there's-
he can fix it.
so-
Flamethrower.
So I guess there's things even flex tape can't fix.
Right.
But I'm actually a cheap bastard when it comes to food. I don't like eating out.
That makes sense.
I like eating out. What are you talking about? I like eating out.
I don't like going to restaurants.
Not meaning like that movie.
Oh, we're
you
talking
going out.
restaurants.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I was gonna say.
Going to restaurants, fast food,
Quite
I actually
proficient at
avoid
eating
that.
out. What?
Then again, I also still like doing that. Like, I love my Twin Peaks. I like going out to fucking breweries or food.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
I would say for
If I don't
me,
eat at Taco Bell. I just take it with me.
I would say for me, a lot of times eating for a restaurant or fast food is on those days when you're like, I'm exhausted and I don't want to cook. Or I've had a shitty day and I need some comfort food that's ready right now.
See, me and my housemate, we just eat popcorn.
So I try not I try not to eat fast food, but yeah, it happens on especially days where I'm just like, I've had a rough fucking day, I just need some food. I'm too exhausted to cook for myself. Fuck it, I'm going to
That's
fast
when
food.
microwave burrito stuff.
There you
If
go.
it's like, if it's like, I am craving this one food, but I don't feel like putting forth the energy to make it.
That
I've been
too.
there. I just after work, I'm like that. Like, yeah,
Right,
I
right,
want
always
I
like
want to
fucking
cook, but that's
weakness.
all I have is cooking food.
when I was working my my warehouse job and I was working like 16-hour days,
Oof.
I did not cook for myself at all. It was all fast food all of the time.
Or just frozen shit just to throw in the oven. And call
Yeah,
it a day.
yeah, exactly. And like frozen pizza or some shit like that. Because I was working so many hours and just so exhausted. And obviously, at that point, food was a necessity. In that I needed to eat because I was going to burn 1,500 calories or whatever at work because I'm working in a warehouse lifting heavy shit for 16 hours, you know?
So with the comment with Richard saying, I disturbingly have a large amount of ass photos, Mad Ratter misread that, saying, to be honest, I read this ass potatoes. This they were talking about food, and I've been having some whiskey.
Ass
And I'm
potatoes.
hungry now.
I mean, two of my favorite things: ass and potatoes.
Ass and whiskey.
That's there you go. That too.
But no, I don't sit down when I get home, which is probably why my leg is all messed up.
that's
I
probably
literally
part of
come
it.
home and my housemate's like, okay, you need to sit down. I was like, no, I gotta cook food, and then I start cooking, and he's like, could you sit down? And then by the time it's bedtime, he's like, you're gonna be up in 3 hours. He's, what do you do all day? What drugs are you on? I was like caffeine and cold brew. That's all I do. That's all I drink.
Yeah, yeah. That's the way. I mean, when I was working my long shifts too, it was. I made the joke. I survive on energy drinks and nicotine. That's my life. Because as you guys know, I smoke, and I was a smoker for a long time, and I switched to vape several years ago. But yeah, I live on sometimes just energy drinks, nicotine, and just pure spite
Yeah.
of fuck you, deaf, not today. You know?
So Wasteland.
Yeah. That's me all the time.
I got some comments on Facebook. One from Richard. It's been run for me after going to a local microbrewery to try their barbecue sauce sour beer. It was not good, but their pina colada beer was. And then, of course,
I would try both those beers. It's a shame
And
that
it's
the other one
Santos.
wasn't good.
What's comfort food on a 16-hour workday?
Yeah, whatever the fuck you can find.
Taco Bell.
I was gonna say hummus quesadillas.
Ooh. I would not have thought of that.
You caught my interest.
But honestly, for
'Cause I
me,
like both.
it was Taco Bell, it was In-N-Out, it was Panda Express.
Chicken wings.
Basically, I say comfort food, but what I mean by that is fast food that I've had a million times that I know I like the taste of.
Yeah. So we got a question from Mackie.
Yeah.
Best meal everyone's had at Wasteland. Go.
Oh.
Mine's
Oh,
limited.
I know one. Go ahead. You go
I
first.
don't really have much
Oh.
of anything.
Is it cooked or given to you? Because I got some really fancy food from CCB last year.
I'm gonna say let's narrow it to given to you.
Given to
Give it
because-
to you or what you found.
Because I'm
Because there's a lot of food vendors there too.
if you bring it and you prepare it, then like you know what you were getting in a
Oh no,
sense.
it's because I donated food to CCB or the cheese to CCB. They told me you come to dinner for us every night.
Okay.
So I didn't know what I was getting.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
got-
So
and
that
I
would
stood
count. Yeah.
outside the area where everybody was eating. I was on the other side with the cooks, and they're just handing me food over the fence.
Nice.
I had ribs. I had.
Here comes the
foie gras.
airplane.
Oh,
Kamikaze.
Fagua.
Yeah, they
Fagua.
let-
Nice.
Literally, Judas was like, "Here you go," and he just put it in my hand. I'm like, "Oh."
Well, Judas is an amazing cook.
Judas is
yeah.
a
Oh my
godsend.
God.
I love that son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. He has showed up and cooked just gigantic meals for Hunter's Night.
Oh yeah, the
my
fucking
God.
boar.
Ah.
The boar head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was always my favorite for Bill Crew because we get that.
So what's your favorite, Hatter? Do you have one that comes to the top of mind?
I would say they used to do this back a while ago. I don't know if they've done it recently, but they used to have the Caesar's feast for Legio.
I still never been to that because I'm not invited.
So they would do the big feast, and well, it's not that you have to be invited. They actually have a quest, and then through the quest you earn this little coin.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's a coin with it's a Caesar's coin from
Yeah.
like Fallout type of thing.
Yeah.
And then you take that coin and you turn it in, and it's good for one meal.
Yeah.
And so they do meals throughout the weekend, but they usually have one meal that is like a banquet style that you really want to be at. And that's the meal where they have like chicken heart and like sheep's eye and like all these delicacies that they've taken the time to prepare. Oh
really
my
good. They're
god!
actually really
Oh,
good.
it's so incredible.
Give me a fucking
And
taco.
so I had been lucky enough that one year, they had just, because I was just friends with a lot of them, they had leftover food and they just gave it out to people, and so I got some free food, and then they tell me like, oh, by the way, we usually do this as a banquet, and you have to earn your little token,
Yeah.
and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm in. I will earn this token for food. Give me food. Food is a totally acceptable payment for anything I do. Yes.
Yeah, I actually ended up passing out a lot of my MREs, my homemade MREs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, homemade MRs.
Nice.
Yeah, me and my buddy Two Beards, the engineer guy.
Yeah, I know Two Beards.
Me and
Okay,
him,
yeah.
We swap. We did a bunch of MRE recipes, so I actually still have a full tote of dehydrated refried beans and stuff, and we were just giving them to people.
Goddamn.
And actually, whenever I went camping, it's perfect because all you have to do, all the meals are set up to just add water.
Nice. That's
And it tells
a
you
good
how
trick.
Much water to add, and they're supposed to all be able to be cooked in a Stanley cooker.
Nice.
Excellent. Good thought for sure.
So, for me, I have at least an honorable mention. The tribe, I can always forget their fucking name because they haven't been around in years. The one that they always did pancakes every morning.
I think we've talked about it before. I think their campaign.
Campaign, thank you. Yeah, campaign. They were camped right across from Ghoulcrest. This was the year 16, back the year of the W. Ghoulcrest helped them secure their fucking whole campground.
Yeah, like reinforce it when the W kicked up real bad.
So
Yeah.
finally, when the W died down a little bit after midnight, the guy who ran the tribe comes to Ghoulcrest. I'm at the bar when this is happening, mind you. I'm always at the bar.
Yeah.
Comes with a big old tray of fucking chicken wings.
Oh god, you're fucked.
Slaps it on the fucking bar table. Gets a big bottle of blue cheese and just squirts a giant pile of blue cheese sauce right next on the empty area. And he's like, "This is for you guys. Thank you for helping securing our camp." And he walks away. And pretty much it was Captain was like, "Here you go, guys. There's a lot of chicken wings." Because it was like a mountain of chicken wings.
You devoured half of them, didn't you?
I sure at least fucking tried. Cause like I don't know if it, cause like me, I was already drunk. I was stressed over the W, and I just got relieved of that stress over the W dying. So like chicken wings, like blue cheese. So yeah, I fucked that shit up. But I will say my favorite meal at Wasteland will still be my very first year there in 2015 was fucking Elvis's luau.
Oh, that was amazing. Yes, I totally forgot about that.
We
Actually,
both had a pit roast boar and a berry roast boar.
the buried roast boar was, oh my god, it was so incredible.
I haven't had a berry roast boar since I was like fucking like 11 years old. And holy shit, I love berry roast.
Goddamn.
Yeah, I remember that because that year, for whatever coincidence, we were actually camped right next to them. And they had told us about it, Hobo Junction. And so I had brought over, just to entertain people, I brought over my hookah. And I got there early. And I just sat there with my hookah and just smoked hookah and ate the fucking food. Oh my god, it was so fucking good.
So we got a Mad Rat going. One year, our Aussie friends brought their friends from Aussie land. One was the chef for a fancy restaurant, and he loved to cook lobster, steak, lamb ribs, wagyu beef, sushi. I gained 30 pounds that Wasteland.
Yeah, I could
God
see it.
damn!
There are some people
You
out
ate
there
like a fucking king.
who cook some incredible stuff that you would not expect to find in the desert like that.
Oh yeah.
There was one last year. I didn't find out about it until later. But someone was making poutine.
Yes.
And that is something that I have been wanting to have for the absolute longest time. Because wrestling has gotten me hooked on Canada. That's a thing in Canada.
Yeah, poutine.
It's really easy to make.
Yeah, it
I
is.
thought about it. I just don't.
You just gotta find.
You need three.
cheese curds.
You need three things. You need three things.
Yeah. Fries, the gravy, and cheese curds.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't feel like putting forth the effort. I want someone else to do it my first time.
Do I have to make you fucking poutine?
I would blow you for it.
You blow me for anything.
Good point.
So,
We'll find a spot.
also, I will say another honorable mention for me. My first year at Wasteland, one of the first things I did get to eat out there. Someone on FetLife in the Wasteland group page was mentioning, "Oh, hey, if you meet us near the gladiator cages, I got like homemade bratwurst, beer batter bratwurst, and some homemade
Oh, I
mead."
love me some brats.
So yeah,
for sure.
homemade beer batter, bratwursts, and homemade mead. Sign me the fuck up. I love both.
So we
Yeah.
got Richard Klein. My favorite meal at Wasteland was the one where I found out that Texas Smoke Barbecue gives you half off if you have a Texas ID.
Yes, that is.
I like that.
Yeah,
I didn't
that
know
is-
they did that.
Yes, they sure the fuck do. And I'm
That's
always
awesome.
pissed off because I'm not a resident Texan.
No, neither am I. But that's cool that they do that. Yeah.
So fuck yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's highly beneficial for you because like yeah, you're Texan. Ooh, but JJ's fucking Thai food.
Oh my God, golden bamboo.
Golden bamboo.
Oh, I miss golden
You just gotta
bamboo.
wait till they're closing, and then they're just like, take all of it. I didn't
Yeah.
want it, You're taking it anyway.
Right.
Right, golden
Where's the friend's house
bamboo.
we do that at? We go
I remember fucking 18. We just had like a shit fucking day, and then here comes fucking Major. It was either Major or Corporal with fucking trays of Thai tea and some fucking Thai food from Golden Bamboo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we needed that Thai tea because that was the energy that was gonna keep us going for nighttime.
now I want some.
And holy shit, the
We're talking about food so much in this episode.
well, we got a good cook.
We
with
got,
us.
we got a lazy chef.
A lazy chef that is so creative. And
This shit's fucking amazing. I'm
Because I
on
like
the second one. It's cold and I love it.
Like I said, 30 seconds in the microwave.
just
Baby, do
So-
it. I don't feel like getting up.
My work makes me bring
What,
spam
microwave?
musubi
Yeah.
for our potluck, and I had to make 50 of them.
Do you want one, Hatter?
I'm taking a bite out of this.
Yeah, yeah.
Grab another one out of the
Yeah, I'll
microwave,
try one. I haven't had
fridge,
dinner.
Please.
I was gonna say I made 10, so
I know.
you guys should
We'll-
have plenty.
We'll split them.
Yeah,
For all you guys.
I mean, I cooked myself just like bacon, eggs, and potatoes earlier today, and so that's all I've eaten today. You know, real
But,
simple.
No, my work found out I make spam musubi, and it went from, oh, that's really cool, you should bring it for everybody to try, to now every potluck I had to bring 50 spam musubis.
That sounds
Mine-
like my fucking wraps that I make.
Mine is the only thing that gets brought that is completely gone.
Nice.
Nobody else's food gets wiped out except my spam musubi. We only have 13 people on our line, and I bring 50.
That shit gets
Damn.
Gone.
Yeah.
Though it has seasoned my blacktop very well.
I mean, I love spam musubi for sure. Oh my God. I mean, it's one of my favorite things. Like, I will go to a place that has it, and I'll be like, yeah, give me that. Lots of
It
it.
is the easiest thing in the world to make.
I'm trying to find an alternative for seaweed for him.
Yeah.
And because anything from the sea, I don't like the flavor of. It messes with
Well, I
me.
like seafood, don't get me wrong, I just can't eat seaweed.
Yeah. So I'm thinking I've got some stuff I'm gonna play
Well,
with.
give me
just-
fucking like lobster, shrimp,
You
and
can eat
fucking
that. I'm not.
salmon, and
Well, see, and that's why
Other
I did the
fancy fish.
teriyaki sushi roll.
cod.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because I was like, split the difference. My housemate's like, where's the seaweed? I was like, don't complain. They ate all theirs too.
Nice.
Because they were up playing video games last night, so my
Yeah.
housemate got to eat all the others ones that were a little too burnt for me to give to other people. Oh yeah, they ate it. I'm just like,
Yeah. Let's see. Richard's like same spam musubi is amazing.
Yeah.
Rob Klein, musubi.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Because I actually brought that for Neo,
Nice.
and
You're dropping shit.
I heated it the most ghetto way possible. I had my little burner, my shitty knife, and then I set it on the knife, and then put a lid on it and steamed
Good
it.
shit.
It works.
I like it. I like it. Look,
Let's see what the difference is.
Mm.
it's warm.
Alright.
Yeah, just a little bit warmed up, and it changes it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Mad Rider. I always make green eggs and spam burritos. I would like one, please.
And then Richard goes, and I'm mostly sure Rob and I are not related.
Because we have Rob Klein and a Richard Klein. Same last name.
Okay, I just saw Musubi drool. Yeah. By the way, hello, Rob.
We got Mackie like cooking with the wastes. There's a lot of shit that I've seen people like come up with or
There should be like a show where like Wasteland cooking show.
no,
Like Iron Chef, but
Yeah.
Wasteland.
no, chopped. You just have people Like, okay, we're gonna have four people cooking. We need this many people, and you sign up to bring like random food products, and you just you sort out the stuff into each basket. And it's like, okay, here's what you get to cook with, and you don't know until that basket opens. It could be spam. It could be an MRE. You could get like whatever, and you just gotta make something with it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how much everybody actually ate. Like, we went through so many cartons of hash browns. I'm just like, oh my
Well,
god.
I remember fucking.
Homeland Captain would show up every day for breakfast.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, he showed up fucking last year for breakfast.
Every day.
Yeah.
Because I told him.
Rusted chef, I like that.
And then I remember fucking can't remember if it was. I want to say it was either 18 or 19. It was when Jeffrey got married.
One of those years.
And there was that smoked salmon.
Oh yeah.
That was actually the first time I ever had fucking salmon, and it was amazing.
Actually, before I forget, completely off topic. But since you've been volunteering at Wasteland for a while, and there's going to be a lot of newbies volunteering this year, including myself, are there any tips or things that you would suggest? Like, hey, make sure you bring
Go for it.
extra amounts of water, or anything that volunteers may not know.
Water, electrolyte packs,
Yeah.
cooling towels.
Okay.
Like those snap cooling towels.
Oh yeah.
Those are a godsend. If you don't like carrying a water bottle, Camel Pack. There is actually a really nice one on Amazon that is a molly bag that holds 3 liters of water, and it's insulated. So you can keep ice in there, and I actually bought a brand new one. Made me mad because I have an older one that doesn't have the reflective coating in it. So I usually bring water, pack snacks, and my biggest thing is trim your toenails before you come.
Okay.
Because you don't want an ingrown toenail while you're out there. Because
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of people are shoving their feet in boots that are too tight, lacing them up.
And dealing with fucking gravel and
Yeah.
ground and dirt
Gotcha.
and rock.
And then let's see here. I recommend like at your base layer, especially for heavyset people like me, spandex shorts.
Yes.
Thigh rub is an issue.
Yo yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh
Especially
yeah.
for how much
Doing a lot of walking.
Walmart. That's the cheap.
Chafing is an issue for us big people.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
or
then, let's see
even if you
here.
just have thighs, because I get that shit too.
Sunblock. Always bring
Oh, yeah.
sunblock.
Chapstick.
Chapstick. Yeah.
A
Lotion.
hat.
A hat. Lotion. Apple cider vinegar.
Really?
Because the soil out there is alkaline, it causes your skin to crack.
I noticed that.
Especially for people that like to walk around barefoot.
Those sick fucks.
Yep. So it's like you just soak your feet. I know I walk around barefoot everywhere. You weren't there when I had to like walk across all of Wasteland barefoot in my boxers to med tent.
No, but I heard the tale.
2019, I had top surgery done.
Congrats, by the way.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
And
Congrats.
I blew 3 stitches
Oh
in my
no.
tent stretching.
Oh
I made it
no.
through the entire build crew without tearing a stitch, doing just fine because I was 6 months exactly, or 6 weeks exactly post-op, blew 3 stitches stretching.
Oh.
So I had to crawl out of my tent, which by the way is a low-profile A-frame.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a crawl space.
It's a crawl space.
Yeah.
Crawl out of there, holding it, and I'm just like, oh, well, and then walked all the way from Old Town to medical, to straight line all the way across.
Oh god.
It's a good walk. You're looking it was like what, like 5-10 minutes?
About that, and then I just walked up, and they're just like, we've been waiting, we've been expecting you. Because I let everybody know that I just had surgery, and there's certain things that I cannot do.
I knew you'd come.
And I saw one was like, all right, let's see it. And he goes, oh, well they did a terrible job on that. I go, I know. Stitch it. And he goes, no, we're butterflying taping it. And then I just had to go and get it cleaned up.
Okay, so we got Mad Rat going to say this dirty rat is going to take a shower and get some food. Catch you later.
We're making everybody hungry.
Right?
I never thought I'd see the day we had this episode where we just talk about food.
Oh god, cancel no label, squirrel nuts from REI.
And then Richard goes, good boxer briefs are mandatory if you have any of that chub rub. Yeah,
Oh
And-
yeah, got that.
And then we got Katie going, chub rub is fierce. Oh, exactly. Like, thick thighs can save lives, but who's going to save the lives of the thick thighs?
You're gonna start a fire.
Oh, yeah. And then Let's see here.
Yeah, I would definitely
That's
recommend
really
boxer briefs are a good way to go.
Yeah, like-
Yeah.
And we have that one.
We got that gel stuff.
We got
Yeah.
that gel stuff that helps friction the thighs
Yeah.
when they rub together.
Or just lotion in general. Bring lotion to
Yeah,
apply to
lotion.
yourself.
I will recommend this. If you have a chafing problem, do not use fucking deodorant. No, or anything that will moisturize it.
Yeah.
You want to dry that shit out.
They've got
So
stuff
baby powder.
specifically.
Use like baby
Whichever.
powder or something, or cornstarch.
There you go.
Yeah, they've got like legit sticks, like over in the workout section, where it's like deodorant, and you just rub it on like you'd apply deodorant. Just rub, done.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then the biggest thing is, if you are feeling overheated, let somebody know.
Yeah.
You're allowed to take breaks.
Yeah.
Don't push yourself to an extreme to say, hey, I just need to take a break. Take a break. Drink some Gatorade. Most of it's watered down.
Or pickle juice.
Pickle juice is a big one.
Yes.
Yeah. Drink pickle juice. There's a shit ton of electrolytes in that motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they get
for
that
sure.
the frozen pickles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pickle
those
pops.
are Pickle pops.
Pay attention to how often you go to the bathroom. If you're
And the
not
color.
going to
Yeah.
the bathroom at all, you are dehydrated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a warning sign.
But
Your
if
body
you're
is
also drinking
losing
too
more
much
water than you're taking
Yeah.
in.
Actually, I found out the color of your pee that you're supposed to aim for is lemonade.
Yes.
If it's anything darker, you're not drinking enough water. If it's clear, you're drinking too much water. Have a soda.
So Katie goes, Body Glide from Walmart is a thigh saver. Boxer briefs ruin the lines of the dress.
Good point.
That's true. They may not
fair,
work for
especially
every
with your dress.
costume.
You have such pretty dresses, so that's reasonable.
I don't
Yeah,
like
they may not
dresses
work
with
with every
strings like that.
costume,
Yeah.
but they are recommended if you can make them work
What
with
we
for your
got? You
outfit.
read.
Richard Klein, Gatorade powder is good too, and mixes well with vodka.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what we call Faderade.
Or do a pickleback.
Pickleback, yeah.
Shot of whiskey, and chase it with pickle juice.
Yeah.
You're good to go. That's what the Rabbit Asylum was serving at the pub crawl at Uncle Zeke's.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
was like, yes.
I love picklebacks. Yeah.
Sign me up to a fucking pickleback. I got shit to do.
Where was it? I was somewhere where they didn't know what that was, and it was like, wait, you don't know about
The
that?
first time I had ever had a pickleback was at Wasteland.
Yeah, same.
Same.
So I didn't know it was a thing until I went to
Because
Wasteland.
honestly, like, Wasteland helped me get my craving back for pickle and pickle brine.
Mhm.
Because for the longest, I would refuse to eat pickles and pickle brine because something happened to me when I was a kid, and I just immediately, permanently lost my appetite to ever crave or have one again.
Show us on the pickle where they touched you.
Goddamn.
The toe. The toe.
But outside of that, it's just listen to other pointers because different areas do different things.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
doing security, you're gonna walk a lot. Be prepared to when you take your break, change your socks.
Yes.
Bring extra pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
Like I wear these heavy leather boots. I usually bring 3 sets of boots, and I change them out halfway through the day.
Mm.
Or bring inserts that you can able to pull out and then put charcoal.
Yeah, I recommend inserts for
yeah,
sure.
inserts, and then just let your boots dry out.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've had the same pair of boots fucking forever.
Yep.
And they're good quality boots,
got
but they're
shoe
finally
these
starting to
ones
fall
finally.
apart. But the inserts are what
Those are
really
amazing.
saved my feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some. So Katie's like, I thought you meant to add Gatorade powder to your thighs. That sounds like a very specific kink.
I mean,
Hey, no kink shaming.
I'm
just
willing to
saying.
experiment
I'll try.
in the name of kink science.
Yeah.
Kink science,
Try that
yes.
shit.
I mean,
For
you're
science.
dying too.
And then we got Alec. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that name because I've been drinking. I'm gonna butcher it, so I apologize. But the pretty one I see on Facebook,
Chizmovsky?
kimchi back is greater than pickleback. I'm actually willing to test that theory, please.
Interesting.
I love kimchi. Don't get me wrong. I've
Yeah,
never done a
yeah,
kimchi
line
back.
them up, and I will experiment with you.
Yeah.
And then Richard goes, Google that on your own risk.
We Google a lot of random shit around here.
I Google that for fun. I know the risk, but I'm always up for the danger because
Don't tell me where to go on the internet. I go
Yeah,
where
we
I
gotta keep
want.
the FBI on their toes. We gotta make them feel uncomfortable.
Right?
right. Like seriously, those FBI people just listening to our fucking stream or on the internet, just like, what the fuck?
Anyone that listens in on me, I kind of feel sorry for them sometimes.
Listen, if they're not ripping off their headphones in disgust like once a day, you're not doing your job as a person.
Right.
Okay?
So Richard goes, don't be like one of my tribe members who's not only volunteered for security his first year, but also decided to break in cheap jumbo combat boots while he was on duty.
Don't break them in before you
shit.
when you get to Wasteland. Break them in before you get to Wasteland.
So we got Warboy Travis watching. What's up, motherfucker? Hopefully you're feeling better, man. I'm glad you're watching, man. I still want to drink with you at Wasteland.
I kind of made that mistake last year with my boots. Because I had a pair that NX bought me, and then I lost them somewhere, and I found them over there later. But I got a new pair of boots, and like, okay, they're old. They should be fairly broken in. They weren't broken into my feet. My big toes were numb for a good few months after Wasteland.
Yeah, you got to think about your own personal feet. Like if you have, I don't know, high arches or something else going on with your feet, and you know that every time I buy a pair of shoes, it doesn't feel right till like 2 weeks in or something.
Yeah.
Be aware of that and keep that in mind. Like my feet, yeah, my feet are a little weird shaped. My pinky toe is bent in a weird direction and kind of bizarre looking. Anyway, it always wears itself a nice little pocket in my shoes over time. And so when I buy a brand new pair of shoes, I'll have rashes on my feet from the wear. But after 3 or 4 weeks, like the shoes fit great. So be aware of that and plan ahead.
Yeah. Spend the money on your boots. Yeah.
Yeah, a good pair of boots will last you 10 years easy. You know, a good quality pair of boots.
Oh yeah.
You know, and so if you're gonna spend the money on anything, boots. You can wear a lot of cheap, shitty, raggedy clothes, but boots.
Yeah, because dear gods, I underestimated how much I would be walking. There was one day I think I walked over. Shit, what was it? It was like, I think I walked more than like a 5K.
Yeah.
I walked a lot.
I think my max was 65,000 steps.
Damn.
And that was the day I did the back-to-back security.
Nice.
Gotcha.
So we got a couple comments. One from Warboy Travis. Sending love from the East Coast Warboy Citadel Outpost. He's doing a lot better. That's really good here. And then of course Richard. Spend the money on your boots.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, if you're gonna spend the money on anything, man, spend the money on your boots.
And Travis is drinking Slipknot whiskey this fine evening.
Oh, Iowa? Fuck yeah, I still need to try that or whiskey. Like, I tried like Deftones' fucking IPA beer and shit, and
You don't like
Chris,
IPAs.
what?
You don't like IPAs.
But in the name of science, I'm willing to try it. But I do like Stone Cold Steve Austin's IPA.
And we gotta get the new one.
Yeah, I need to get the American Lager. Yeah, I know. But luckily the store nearby does it. We're gonna talk about here in a sec. And then Chris Jericho's a little bit of the bubbly champagne.
Yeah, before we get too far in, we always want to mention this. We do sell merch. We have 3 different patches that are available.
Who the fuck's
They
Gilly?
are available through Gilly. Gilly, if you're watching, drop your Etsy handle. You can get our Wasteland Talk patch, our basic first one. You can get our Buzz Off Motherfucker patch. You can also get our Neotropolis Wasteland Talk patch. These are all made by Gilly, who, if you guys know Gilly's Arcade, it's an amazing arcade out at Wasteland. It is classic arcade. I've helped with a few of the projects. Gilly made our sign.
Yep.
He makes incredible stuff. All the money that is spent on those patches
Goes straight to Gilly.
goes straight to Gilly, and he tries to put a lot of it back towards the arcade.
Yeah, and basically the way these support us is you wearing it and showing it off, and hey, post a picture, tag us,
Tell your friends about us, that type of thing.
yeah,
But
support support this talk show.
But we always tell you guys, if you want to support us, and you feel like spending money, buy from a Wastelander. I don't care who they are. I don't care what they make. Whatever they want that you've been eyeing and you've been saving up for, buy it and sport it. And by supporting your Wasteland community, you support us, and you support us by buying these patches because, like I said, that helps Gilly to make an income, make a living.
Yes.
And so
Posting
just
the
tag
link
us.
now.
Thank you. Since
Excellent.
Gilly's not, I don't think Gilly's here to
Really
watch.
not in here right
So we got Richard saying, I have a pair of Belleville boots that have lasted me since 2014 for all sorts of festivals and paintball games. And then we got Warboy Travis going, it's so good, I'll bring a bottle of Wasteland. Yes! Let's have some fucking Slipknot shit at Wasteland.
Yeah.
Let's go, maggot!
And Santos like, and still no Mayor Hatter patch.
Yes, that's the next thing we need to work on, and I'll go ahead and put that plug now. I am running for mayor of Wasteland.
What?
Because our current mayor, their term is coming to an end.
From hobo to mayor.
From hobo to mayor. Yes, yes. So Hatter for mayor is what we are pushing this year. I don't know exactly when they're going to run the elections or how that's all going to work. Adam said that they were still figuring some of that shit out. But I am running for mayor of Wasteland. So I need to talk to Gilly about getting like a button or a patch that says Hatter for mayor.
There you go.
And so
Vote
yeah.
for Hatter.
And we are trying to work with Ms. Mayor, Tag Grosso
An amazing person.
of Def Caps, of Def Town, whatever they're
Def Town,
called. Yeah,
I believe they're
I
called
think
now.
they've changed their name now. Anyway, we are trying to get her on the show. Hopefully that will be coming up here. We're still trying to work out what day.
And you can also check out her channel on YouTube, End of Times.
Yes. Yeah, she does have her own YouTube. She'll post there periodically, mostly right after like a Wasteland event. It isn't like she does every week or anything like that, but definitely you can see highlights from every year.
But yeah, still no 2021 Wasteland video. I'm kind of disappointed because I watch her shows religiously. Like some of her videos, I play while I set this shit up for the show. It's a fucking ritual, and I like some new material, please, because you do good. I
Actually,
like what you do.
Either borrowing a GoPro or just making a shit ton of space, like getting a new memory card, and just recording a shit ton of stuff for Wasteland this year.
That is definitely a plan. I definitely want to record a lot of random shenanigans to upload on our channel.
I still haven't even posted Neo pictures yet.
Oh yeah. So if you can also throw the next pictures,
Yes.
because I also want to advertise this, especially for fellow Californians and or NorCal people. For those of you who know, I DJ at a local goth club here called Club Absolution with DJ Keys. Next month on the 24th. What the fuck are you doing?
Hold on, I was trying to move it so your face was on camera still.
Well,
Because it was blocking
Yeah,
your
just
face.
show us that one.
There we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
it says, yeah, on July 24th. It's literally after the Great Gathering event for the NorCal people. We have Club Absolution, my goth club that I DJ at. We have a Wasteland themed event. It's something I try to usually do every July for the goth scene, because I know there's a lot of Wastelanders around here who are also in the goth scene. So it gives them the chance to wear some Wasteland gear to clubs, try on new outfits before the Wasteland event, or just bring out something old, make sure it still works. And also I want to point out three things of it. One, the flyer was made by our head DJ and producer, DJ Keys. The model in this picture, you might recognize this fucking creature right there. They are the infamous Grotch, leader of the Cock Cult
Yes.
Academy.
Fuck yeah.
And also, the photographer is done by Ray Vera. As also another fellow Wastelander. So, trying to give out credit where credit is due. So, thank you so much for sending me this crotch. And thank you, DJ Keys, for making the flyer. And again, wear your Wasteland gears to this club night. This is going to be a Wasteland theme event. So, wear your shit, have a drink, dance to some goth industrial EBM and some grindy spooky shit.
And you do
Have a
play
s-
like V2A and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I play V2A. For those Wastelanders who are familiar with V2A, they're a very popular industrial-esque band from the UK. They unfortunately weren't playing at Wasteland last year. Hopefully they'll be announced for Wasteland this year. They're still working on tour dates right now, so hopefully we'll get them for Wasteland this year, because they are an amazing band to see live.
Yeah, and they've played at Wasteland before.
Yeah,
shit.
they're usually regulars, almost as regular as Attack Yeah, it's had. That's a whole different story. But yeah, so that's the flyer. Save the date, the 24th. NorCal people are going to the Great Gathering. If you feel up to going to club night after the Great Gathering, there it is. It's just like in the north side of Sacramento.
And we'll post stuff to our YouTube.
Yeah.
Or I mean our Instagram.
Because like we're going to the Great Gathering and we're still going to the club night for that event.
We'll post a flyer to our Instagram so you can see it again.
Like, we tried to get as much Wasteland events done as we could because we fucking love this community. We love being a part of it, and we love seeing you all. So we like to get that much of that as possible any time of the year.
Yeah. So Santos like Hatter probably deleted her 2021 videos. You know how that hacker glitch guy works. And
Right,
then,
right.
Richard Klein. I'm planning on bringing my GoPro and duct taping it to head wound to capture some shenanigans, and we'll happily share some footage with y'all.
Nice.
Awesome.
Maybe I can have a round 2 with Dusty then with the Spank Bank.
Oh God. Let's
Just throw it
see.
on my bike and zip it around everywhere.
There you go.
That was the best thing I've ever bought for Wasteland.
I'm pretty sure I guys
Was the
slap one
bike?
right here on my Commodore hat, like in the center.
There you go. I like
The
that.
funny thing is though, in the video, your cap up front, it is just all you can see is like the orange shiny, and it looks like a floating like ball.
Oh my! You talking about my VIP LCC cap?
Yes. It looks like a little like a glowing ball. That's
Well,
just
yeah, it's my
floating
fucking cap.
above
So
your
every
face.
time I go to LCC, because I think they are also coming back this year, from what I've heard from.
That's the plan that I've heard about because
So when I can go into their VIP section, and I believe this is still connected to Uncle Zeke's VIP section, I can just tip my hat
God damn it.
and get in.
Yeah, they actually set up a group message between a bunch of their VIP members, asking about what things that we like from the VIP and what things we'd like added or brought back.
I like
or all
Saw
that type of
Blade
stuff.
fucking dancing in the cage and the Zeke.
There you go. But it wasn't Uncle Zeke's. It was the casino. It was,
I know, but still,
LCC,
you still get
yeah.
access to their VIP through the casino.
Yeah, so LCC did a group chat with a bunch of VIP members and was asking us like, "Hey, we're coming back. What do you guys love about VIP? What would you like us to bring back that we haven't done in a couple years? What would you like us to start new?" And so people were throwing out ideas.
Good shit.
So we'll see what actually comes to fruition. They haven't necessarily promised anything, but they definitely took a lot of our suggestions. One of the big things that I asked for that I would really like them to do, and I'll go ahead and push it here, is a casino tournament of some sort. So that you can actually walk away and be like, I'm the best poker player this year at Wasteland, or I'm the best craps player. Whatever they decide to make the tournament on. But you could be like, yeah, I won the World Series of Poker at Wasteland, whatever, you know? And you could be like, that's my bragging point. I'm the fucking best, you know?
So we got Katie going, y'all gonna be looking extra authentic after leaving here. It's Dusty AF. Well, again, I also hope you and Kit can also join the festivities of the golf clubs. We haven't seen you there in a long while, so if you have the energy or time to do it after the Great Gathering, you're more than welcome to join Club Absolution.
I'm just excited for another year that I'm not a full-on newbie anymore, and we're bringing people who are newbies. And it's
Yeah.
like, hey, now I can part on what little experience I have onto someone.
That's how I felt my first year.
I mean, that's how the event grows in general, is that...
Because you now grow with the event.
Yeah, you come for your first year, and then you go and you tell other friends, other people, and they come,
Like a newborn.
and now you get to be their guide, even though you've only been there once before, twice before, whatever.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you have a massive tribe with 5 carports.
It happens.
Want that.
It
Yeah.
fucking happens.
I started Hobo Junction with 3 people. Our biggest year we had like 15, and that was 2019. 2021 we were a little bit smaller. We were down to like 10, but yeah, it's grow.
I remember-
Tribes grow.
I remember my first year, we were still trying to figure out a tribe name because we didn't really officially. We were just a bunch of campers, and one of them suggested we call ourselves ASS, Apocalyptic Survivor Society.
There you go.
Ass.
Yes.
I may actually actually do that. Santos is like, will Figment be handing get out of jail free cards?
I mean, if you get this sheriff position.
If I decide to run for sheriff, maybe. I'm debating it.
They are holding elections for sheriff. So if anybody's interested in running for sheriff or running for mayor, let us know. We'd like to have you on the show to talk.
Fingers crossed, because I would personally love to see you and Kit at a golf club. You give me a requested song. If I have it, I'll play it for you. We'll have a drink at the bar, or we'll dance with each other.
Yeah.
Whatever we'll have fun.
And I think also something to keep in mind for this year is that for some people, this is going to be their first year back because they didn't come last year.
No, either due to health issues or other reasons.
Or whatever.
Long travel,
Yeah.
coming from another country.
Other countries wouldn't allow them to go.
So this is me, their welcome back year, like for most people was like last year.
Yeah, Adam made that point specifically because we were talking about like one of the things that we mentioned on the show was like Adam came or Axel came and thanked us for doing the show. We thanked Wasteland and Axel, and this includes Papa Bear, because the build crew and the volunteers make the event.
Yeah.
So we thanked the crew for building an event for us to come back to, because for a lot of us, the pandemic, even though we're definitely still experiencing, COVID and it's still out there, and there's still other fallout like inflation and people out of work and whatever. Wasteland is like that light at the end of the tunnel. It may not be that it means all of your problems are solved, but you survived enough to get here, and that's significant and worth celebrating.
Yep.
And we needed that destination. We needed to go home. And Adam made the point that not everybody's had a chance to go home
No.
yet.
Yeah.
No, because it wasn't fully Wasteland, because a lot of us fellow Wasteland, our family, wasn't there yet. Our out of country, our people with health issues, etc.
Yeah. So not everybody has had a chance to go home yet.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that we all collectively, and especially people who volunteer, provide the home for you all to come to.
Yeah.
So I have a comment, and I want to ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
So Richard goes, hell, my tribe has a different name every year, but I have a sneaking suspicion that Cowfuckers goes, I sure the fuck it does, because that's a good fucking name. And honestly, I don't remember your other fucking tribe names. So this one I do remember. So keep it.
I don't know if I ever met you when you had any other names,
Cowfuckers.
but I'm good with Cowfuckers for
It's
sure.
easily memorable.
I've never
I
been
mean,
to a
what,
mass
Texas Roadhouse?
All right.
When you're drunk, you're gonna remember the term cowfuckers,
Yeah.
and that's a good thing.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, you're the Cowfuckers.
I mean, and you guys already came up with a logo. I mean, come on.
You got shit caps. You got cow pies.
Yes.
Cow pies. Sorry.
Dear
All right.
God.
Now, question for dear old Papa Bear. Hi. So, what are you looking forward to most next Wasteland? Do you have any?
So this one-
Do you have any goals? Do you have anything planned, or is there something you saw that's coming that you're like, I need to check this fucking out?
So I'm actually really bad. I don't see that much of the event. I have never been into LLC. I have never been into Zeke's.
Damn.
Never been to Dead Crows.
Damn.
This is the third year I've seen Attack
Oh wow.
because security's an asshole.
Mm.
Every time Attack played, I was always stuck on Boundary.
Oh
You know,
shit.
Opposite side.
Yeah.
You know,
But
honestly,
you want to
fair.
know what I have seen? Aesthetic Meat Factory 3 times.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I'll be kind of fair with the Attack thing, because usually I DJ around the same time Attack
Yeah.
plays. So I'm trying my best to schedule myself to where I don't DJ, because I now know they have a particular time setting now. So I know, like, this time, this day, don't deep book me.
Yeah.
Book me any other day. I'll open, I'll close, I don't give a fuck. Do not book me on that time frame, because I want to see Attack.
Probably actually watch the Thunderdome again. I was actually supposed to lead one of their first battles when they first did it, but I burned the entire back of my calf on a motorcycle.
Oh.
Yeah, you have a habit of being a walking wounded.
I am the walk, and it's the same leg.
Oh.
I had a blister about that big on the entire back of my calf.
Damn this leg.
Ghoulcrest's first year.
So 15.
Yep, 15.
That was my first year, and also Thunderdome's first year.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Ghoulcrest made the mistake of camping next to me.
So
Is that so? So here's my question for you.
I'm gonna take
Since you brought it up to that, was 2015 the year that you became a member of Ghoulcrest?
Yes.
You're Dirty 30?
Yeah.
Hey, Dirty 30.
Yes. So yeah, I've made this comment before. I am 31 of the Dirty 30. The way that works, just briefly, because I've told this story before, is that I've been wearing this same tie since Wasteland 2012. The Hatter's look is meant to be like Great Depression era hobo in a suit. And so when I joined Ghoulcrest and they were like, hey, we'll give you a tie with our logo, and I was like, no, I would prefer you to tag the tie that I own. They didn't have their stencil to tag.
Yeah.
So it took a couple years, but they finally, I think it was actually finally at Hunter's Night that I got my tie tagged with their logo. And so I always make the joke because I was there for that first 30, but I did not get one of those ties, and I can't take anybody else's number, so I'm 31 of the Dirty 30.
Yeah, my tie is so hard to see that it looks like somebody scribbled on it with Sharpie.
That's what,
It is
yeah, the
so
Dirty 30 are like
bad.
that for sure.
And I'm just like, I ain't changing it. I don't care. I didn't bring it today because joys of working 6 12-hour days is your brain don't function very well.
Ah.
And it's in totes that I moved down to California, so everything's in totes or spread out between 3 houses.
Mm.
And I don't feel like driving all the way to Yosemite to check those totes because that's
No.
where all my camp stuff is stored.
No, you don't need to do that. Just for this show, no,
Oh,
no, you're fine.
But it's like, yeah, that was a fun year. I literally burned my leg on the first day.
Oh.
And I still had
Same
to work,
leg?
Yeah, same leg. And I still had to work security. I'm
Oh.
still gonna work, and then it's like, and I was like,
The fuck, you're not.
I go, if it busts, it busts, whatever. And it's like, go to medical, and I was like, no, need to walk.
Yeah, patch it up and walk it off.
Pretty much. Well, Joy's having a medical family. We can patch anything.
Fair.
Indeed.
Fucking fair.
But yeah, tribe names. That when you said that made me laugh because we've actually gone through 3 different tribe names.
Well, I know now. Right now, you're the Dust Walker.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that one's the one that's staying. We were originally the Wild Rovers,
Okay.
Okay.
and then for some reason all my tribe mates were like, let's do something Fallout themed. So they based it off of my character. I have never played Fallout before, so I started on 3. My first Deathclaw I fought bare-fisted because I can't play most video games first person. I cannot use VATS, I cannot use guns because they give me severe motion sickness.
So
Interesting.
you're always in
Okay.
third person.
I'm always in third person. I literally fisticuffed a fucking Deathclaw.
In third person.
In third person. So we got the nickname of Fist of the Deathclaw.
Ooh.
That's actually a cool fucking
And
name.
we ran with that name for 2 years, and then we're like, oh, we have more Mad Max people, and then I was like, y'all are into magic. Let's just do Dustwalkers. And I was like,
I like that.
yes.
I don't know, because especially over now, we get a lot of more Fallout themed areas. Like,
Yeah.
because like Fist of the Deathclaw, that's a fucking badass
That's pretty
fucking
cool.
tribe name.
It took
right?
over 100 tries because I kept going back and fighting. My cousin's like, stop fighting you, and I'm like, never.
I will never go. I'm gonna pass this area. Yeah, I was kind of the same thing, but then again, I don't really do melee in my character. I'm usually, if it's too hard, I blow it up.
See, I only do melee.
Yeah.
I killed the legendary botfly melee.
Oh, really?
That was that was so hard.
You fucking
You had to
hero.
go from up top and punch him with paralyzing palm.
You savage fucking fuck.
And my cousin didn't believe me, so I sent him I literally took a picture of it. He's like, "Oh my god, you actually did it."
But Kaylee going, but did you live?
Yes.
Eventually.
Eventually.
But no, seriously, I actually like the idea of Fist of the Deathclaw, because there's actually fucking weapons where you actually use a fucking Deathclaw hand as a melee weapon.
I will actually have to show you the banner I made for it. We actually had our own banner for it.
Nice.
Because that was when we were able to have our own personal portals.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
Because like,
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
but yeah, there's a fucking melee weapon you use as a deathclaw hand, as a fist weapon, and even there's even a fucking Wild Wasteland Park you get in New Vegas where you defeat a deathclaw called Rar, and then you get the fist of Rar.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me read. Every girl loves a good power fisting. I mean, sometimes guys too, but
People enjoy it.
No kink shaming. Just
No.
people enjoy fisting. It's
I'm
okay.
a giver, not a receiver. So
There you go.
if it fits like a glove, then sure, I'll play puppet.
Squeak, squeak. Oh God.
I mean, I seen what's the fucking comedian, the actress who painted herself as Kermit the Frog, and
I don't know.
her husband was Jim Henson, and he basically fisted her, and she was basically saying it's not easy being green.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know
was
this
the show.
reference,
That
but I
was the
wanna
fucking
know.
Show.
I want to know this reference now. I have to.
Go
You
ahead.
you can Google that description. I don't remember the name of the artist,
I'm
but
not looking
they
at it.
are a thing.
I've been down plenty of dark holes of the internet. I'll look it up.
We're older. Where we
I'm
we survived
pretty-
the first.
I'm pretty desensitized when it comes to weird shit on the internet.
I mean, us, we watch like Two Girls, One Cup, Man in a Jar,
Lemon Party.
Lemon Party, Pain Olympics.
One Man in a Sandbox.
Mm-hmm. Meat spin.
Meat spin. I
Basically,
love that.
I believe this is how it's described, Man in a Sandbox, because basically it was basically a man with his erected dick shoving a dildo in the pee hole.
Oh, sounding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not many people at the time were like,
Okay.
realized that was doable.
Richard Klein, I'm not going to Google that. Someone send me a link.
Blue
so I can
Waffle.
find it.
Blue waffle. Yes, I was
Actually,
trying to think of
side
that
note,
one.
I
Yes.
would like to
Mr. Hands!
That too. Walmart sells, I think it's blue raspberry waffles, but they're blue waffles.
Oh, that's so bad.
They're delicious.
I'm sure they are, but that's so bad.
Yeah. Right.
It's the humor. I had to get them. The first time.
I refuse to eat them. Just say, hey, I tasted blue waffles.
I mean, I definitely grew up on internet culture from the time that I was very young.
Yeah.
I was on the internet because
I remember Happy Tree Friends.
I was just about
Yeah.
to say that.
I was fucking
you remember.
I was a fucking AIM kid.
So I think I'm still like
You
the
know, I
youngest
was
one
like-
here.
I was like
Yes,
10
you
years
know.
old.
Yes, barely.
I just turned 32.
I was gonna say that's right. You're barely younger than me.
Yeah, I just turned 32.
I was like 10, maybe 11, maybe 12 years old, and I was on AIM and, you know, everything else that was around back then, news boards and whatever else.
Yup.
Yeah, so I go back pretty far.
Oh, we've got Darwin Bryan. Good evening, dark hole and fisting lovers.
Darwin!
Yes!
Yes, boosting! Hell Hydra!
Oh,
Because you get two fists.
Richard, are you old enough to remember freecoal.com?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Tilt the hat.
Here's the thing. I think the basis of it was because it was basically the beginning of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
We were just seeing what the fuck we could put on there.
Oh yeah, no,
Well,
definitely. Like
well,
it was very
yeah.
much like your friends tell you this thing and you've got to go find this thing,
Yes.
or you found this thing
or
and
they
you got to
just
tell
straight
your
up
friends.
show it to you.
Yeah,
It was the Wild West.
yeah,
If
it
I
very much
suffered,
was.
Now you must suffer.
Yes, misery loves company.
Yes.
Yes,
I did that
indeed.
to a lot of my friends. And
Or the joke we made was the things you can't unsee, you have to
Yes.
spread them
Yeah.
because that's the only way you can live with the misery.
And now we have TikTok.
Is you all have to burden it together.
Because hella people are on TikTok and it's, oh god, what the fuck? I'm gonna share it to this person, this person, this person, this person.
And especially
That's all
back
I know you
then,
have to.
in the fact that, like, for a lot of us, our parents really had no idea what was on the internet. And so there was no filters or
I
parental blockers or any of that shit. Hell, I knew more about my computer at 10 years old, the home computer in my home, than my parents did who bought it.
Yeah.
You know? Because I had been learning at school about how to use it.
I was kind of in the same boat
Yeah.
with mine.
And so my parents had computers at work for work stuff, and so they'd buy a computer for us, you know, to use at home. And yeah, I knew way more about all of that than they did.
What you got?
I got nothing. Hold on.
No, I thought you said you had comments.
Let's see. Twitch, nothing.
Because you're giggling at something.
Oh, Michael. But if you came medical, I could have sprayed a pain numbing antiseptic on your burn.
Yeah, well, we were camping with people that were medical, so we did have like aloe and all that stuff. So it wasn't bad. It was just the size of it
Gotcha.
just stretched it too much.
I remember one point in high school, I was ironing something, and I moved and I burned like the side of my leg. It was like half of the iron, and oh god, that shit hurt. I still wore
Mine
this
was
short skirt.
right here on the right below my knee.
Oh god.
So it's in the unfortunate spot of walking.
I will put that out there as a recommendation if you can for your camp. If you know somebody who is EMT or some kind of medical and you can convince them to come to Wasteland, having a medic in camp is such a huge help of, hey, I did this, I hurt myself this way or that way, and they're just like, cool, I got the supplies, I know how to handle it. Like that, like my own camp, we have my buddy Doc, who works as who worked as an EMT and then in the ER and now just recently went back to school and went back as a God, I want to say an anesthesiologist, something like that, or anesthesiologist. Anyway, like because they have a lot of medical knowledge and their medical knowledge has grown over time, we've always been just like, we've got a medic in the camp. Any way you hurt yourself, they've got this. And not only that, but they've been on medical staff. And so having that resource of, oh shit, somebody hurt themselves. Hey, there's somebody right here in camp who knows everything.
Or making friends with the people with the other camps around you to see if anyone around you may have it if you don't.
Bring a first aid kit.
Yes.
Basic first aid kit with band-aids and whatever else is great to have. But also somebody who knows a little bit more, who knows extra stuff to bring is a huge help.
Yes.
And if it looks bad, go to medical. That's what they're there for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, medical is always there, and don't hesitate to go there. But also, if you have an in-camp somebody who really knows their shit, maybe you won't have to go to medical. Maybe your campmate can figure it out.
Yeah.
So Richard goes saying, my parents didn't even know what the internet was back in the 90s.
Yeah. No, I mean, my parents knew what it was in the fact that they actually were smart enough to get a second phone line for it.
Good.
So we didn't have to disconnect, like, the landline, the main landline to go online. But really, that was all they really knew. You know?
You had to tell everyone, like, get off the phone. We're going to be on the internet.
Yeah.
My house didn't have one.
I remember dial-up.
But my best friend's house had one. And so when we would go over to his house and hang out, we'd go in the AOL chat rooms for wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just AOL chat rooms in general.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Damn. Let's see, Michael.
Sorry, I'm so old, I'm an IRC kid, okay?
I never got into that.
I went into IRC. I still love IRC.
Let's see, Michael's like, aloe is for noobs. Yeah.
I don't need that leg anymore. I have $1 million leg.
Shut up, phone.
Oh. But no, I got a e-bike for Neo.
Ooh.
That was my birthday gift to myself this year.
Nice.
It was a $2,500 electric bike.
Excellent.
I put 25 miles on it at Neo.
Damn.
Ooh.
Because I was basically the engineering delivery service.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you're all over the fucking place.
All the gators were being used by other people that need them, and I'm just like, screw it, throw it in my basket, and then I'm gone. And pedaling against the wind out there.
Oh,
shit.
Against the
Yeah,
W?
the W was
you
bad
fought
out
against
there.
the W.
With a hard hat on with a mohawk.
Goddamn.
Ugh.
And it's just like, and I'm like, what the hell? Fuck off! But yeah, that was...
Goddamn.
Yeah, the W was brutal at Neo for sure.
No, thank you.
And that bike will be coming from Wasteland, because I'm going to be out there for a long time. But I also camp in BFE, so walking from BFE to Command every day is a long walk.
Richard goes, AO hell chat scripts.
Ah, chat scripts.
I remember getting into so many arguments with people.
See, I didn't do much of the AOL chats. I did a little bit with friends who had it, but my first chat area was started with Gaia Online.
Oh,
God,
Gaia. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember Gaia.
I was a
online.
Gaia person. They built my avatar. I like to this day, if I can still access my account, he looks like Grave Robber from Repo the Genetic Opera.
That
Nice.
doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Hi.
Are you still gonna do your hair?
Yes, we need to get the stuff for it.
I'm down.
Yes, you want to dye my hair?
Sure.
I have specific ways to do it, so you have to do the way I say.
Okay.
So I have a method. I've been doing it for almost a decade.
Does it involve bleaching?
Yes.
Well, I mean, you've got a lot of long curly hair,
I
so
do.
yeah.
Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of bleaching. Some needs to be bleached, some don't.
Okay. Well, yeah, not all of your hair is getting bleached.
No.
I mean, you know, are we just talking head hair? You bleaching the chest hair and the crotch hair, and
No, I'm gonna bleach my asshole. What
there
the,
you go.
what the fuck do you mean?
I mean, at least that way you can show it to the sun easier. I mean, not scaring everybody.
Would that be called changing your ringtone?
Oh, I like that one. I like it. That was good. That was good.
No,
I can't take credit for that.
no,
and
I
don't
swear,
know
I
that.
will say the amount of assholes I've seen in my life. There are some assholes like you need some bleaching done, because it's purple, babe.
Oh, fuck.
It's purple, babe. Please, like you need to bleach that shit. I think you need to go see a doctor.
God damn. I don't know what to say after that.
Yeah, like I said, because again, I'm a mask man, so I see a lot of asses. So
Yeah.
when they spread them cheeks,
Oh
I'm like,
God.
hey, why is it a different color?
Side note, Michael's like, I'm so old I remember when there were 5 rules of the internet and boxing was still our queen.
Ah!
Hello, my name is Foxy. Something like that, I forget.
Yeah.
I remember
yeah.
it though. Oh God. The shit we did.
This show is all over today.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
all over the place.
That's how the shows usually is.
It happens for sure.
Hell, we'll go to this route. Tell a random story that like you haven't told very many people. That's just like, well, damn.
Yeah, do with that.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty boring for Wasteland though.
Okay,
Something
well,
you've
okay,
seen.
we'll go with this. What is one of your favorite fucking moments at Wasteland? Whatever you did.
Literally, it is the night before Wasteland.
Okay.
So Tuesday.
It is usually Tuesday night, hanging out with people and then regretting being up so late. 2019, I hung out at the Attack Lounge till the sun came up after
Oh,
Build
fuck yeah.
Crew, and then we were just laying in the Attack Lounge, and we're just like, is that the fucking sun? And it was like, shit, we had to be up in like an hour and a half to do shit.
I remember Denny's nights.
What?
Denny's nights were after club.
Oh yeah, when we go to eat at Denny's.
Yeah, like people were just hanging, chatting after club, and all of a sudden, wait, the sky's
Yeah.
getting bright. Oh
Yeah,
God, is that the sun?
I did a lot of weird shit at the Denny's for things like
Well, it's called Denny's.
a little personal, but I basically was 69ing somebody in the forest area.
God damn.
But I don't know.
I mean, if
Holes
you
are
haven't
cool, I guess.
if you haven't woken up hungover in a Denny's parking lot, have
Are
you
you-
lived?
Have you really partied?
I
Have you
not
really
though, saying
partied?
I was never really a big drinker. But there's that whole joke about Denny's being a bastardization of Dionysus. So, it makes perfect sense. Side note, Richard, I got distracted by a video of stand-up jet skis and come back to asshole bleaching. Kudos on that tangent.
Nice.
All over the place.
This is an
I'll come
adult
back in 5
show.
minutes.
We're gonna talk about something more excruciating.
Mackie's like, Tuesday is my favorite too. Still quiet before all the cars and the music.
Yeah, I remember fucking Tuesday nights. That's when the Baron fucked up my arm.
And you got the sword behind you.
Yeah, I got the sword and a little scar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
No.
was a fun night.
No, that was also the that was also the thing. Like, I was because like me, the Baron, Nightmare, and some other dude from the Drunken Lagoon, something like that. We were all judges for the apocalyptics at Uncle Zeke's.
Oh yeah.
And we all had a meet up so we can get a head start when and of course I had my sword. and we were talking about it, and then like apparently Nightmare wanted that sword for a while, and Baron just gave it to me because of the bullshit. And then after a while, we're just like, Baron's like, I think there just need to be a club just of people who has blades. I give them because of bullshit I done.
Yeah.
That works. Let's see. Richard Klein hung over in a Denny's parking lot. That's a flashback from the 90s.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You got damn right it is.
So, let's see. I have a mini request or like question type thing, and then Mackie has another one.
All right.
So mine would be, what's something you plan on doing this year at Wasteland? Like a goal or something. Like, hey, a new spot you want to try out. Something you have not done.
I actually want to watch. I want to climb the Thunderdome if they allow that.
Oh, it should.
As long, well.
What's the point of the Thunderdome? You can't climb it.
Well, you gotta also remember my weight was a lot heavier then.
Well, let's just say you can climb it.
I'm probably going to be able to climb it by Wasteland, but I would actually like to see more battle bots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably going to Gilly's Arcade because I didn't actually do that at Neo or at Wasteland.
Oh, you totally should.
Dude.
Because actually, we got a lot. I mean, so I'll speak for the arcade in that Gilly got a lot of staff in there because he would stay open. He would stay open basically until sunrise. And so when a lot of the event was closing down because he's out in mostly general camping, although this year apparently he's been added to.
Working on joining the city.
He actually got approved.
Oh, awesome.
And he actually got a notification of where he is. I forget exactly where he is. I'll have to find the information and post it later. But he is going to be in the city. Might be just on the outskirts, good neighbor or something. I don't know. Anyway, he got a lot of staff because he would open up and stay open till almost sunrise, and a lot of the event would close down, and the staff would finally get off for a little bit, and they'd stop by Gilly's Arcade. Yeah. So that was really cool.
So we got Richard going, a goal, earning a tie.
Everyone here has their tie.
Yeah, we're all tie members of the Ghoul Crest.
Yeah, if you intend to earn a tie, we'd love it.
But only one of us is actually a tribe member.
Yeah. So what's something for you two? What's something you haven't done at Wasteland yet that you want to try this year?
I still say this every fucking year. I want to fucking DJ and I'm on the main stage. That's my goal at Wasteland. Is to DJ main stage.
Yeah.
And we'll keep pushing that. Hashtag Commodore, DJ Country Robber, main stage.
2022.
What about you?
That is a good question. I mean, something that I haven't done that I'd really like to do. I've been lucky that I've done a lot. I've never fought in the Thunderdome, and I don't know if I will just because I have injuries that I think would not do well. I have a scoliosis, herniated disc, fucked up knees. I don't fight the Thunderdome by my own choice. Not that I've never been asked. I'm just like, no. I heard enough.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if I would ever do that, but something I've never done. Or something.
See Dom's giving.
That's a good question.
Because you've been, aside for Papa Bear, you've pretty much been here the longest.
Yeah. I mean, I've been on the main stage.
You've seen it all.
I've emceed for a battle between Attack and at the time they were called Burning Sands. It was a fire combat battle where I was the MC on the main stage. So I've done a lot at this event. I would like to judge more stuff.
Okay.
Because I got to judge the Top Hat contest, and I really enjoyed that. I think that I have a fair amount of expertise in a lot of different fields, from costume making to tech builds to camp building to all kinds of shit, because I've been around a lot of this stuff a long time. I would love to judge for more things than just the Top Hat contest.
And that's
but also that too.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I like to judge more things, but also I want to participate in one particular. I want to eventually, hopefully, get a team assembled for the Bear Olympics.
There we go.
I
That could be fun.
I
Yeah.
want to participate in the games.
That could be a lot of fun for
Let's
sure.
see. Side note: Mackey's like my YouTube has a tour of Gilly's Arcade.
Yes, yes, I watched that. It's really good.
Let's see. Santos. Richard's like asked to fight, but not in the harness. Let me try that one.
That I could do. I could probably fight, but not in the harness because the harness, I mean, jerks your body around a lot,
it's
and
the
it'd be
dropping
rough on
that
my
fucks
body.
me 'cause I can't do drops.
But I could definitely fight because I've done arena combat when I did Renaissance Fair for a lot of
The
years.
scene from fucking
I did a
Cable Guy.
lot of arena combat.
Hatter and me in the Thunderdome. The winner gets to call themselves the top follower, like his main like second person.
Yeah, there we go.
I like that. Let's see. Side note.
What did you
Santos
get?
like, what amount would you get your bounty to this year?
Oh, so here's the thing I'm going with this year, and the Rust Devils can just deal with it. I'm making up my own bounty, meaning that I am setting my own price, and the Rust Devils can honor it or not. That's their problem.
God,
I'm
yeah.
setting my price.
Okay.
That's
1 million
whoever
of
catches
Coyote
me.
Canyon bucks
You all
or
can
casino
figure out whether or
caps,
not the Rust Devils will
whatever
pay
the
that.
currency is this year.
Yeah.
But I am setting my own bounty price.
Nice.
That's what I'm doing this year.
So my thing.
Son of a bitch.
So far, I've set a thing for finding a new attachment. A new attachment or someone to flirt with at Wasteland.
So we're talking like a Wasteland hookup
Yeah,
or more.
or more.
I mean, I'm always down for hookups.
I would like to find someone.
I
That
have one in the
becomes-
making right now.
Yes, I would like to find someone that becomes possibly a little more. I don't care if it like
Well, yeah, but-
long distance
yeah.
thing. I've got my
Agreed.
eyes on a few of.
Agreed. Like, a little more is always nice. Even long distance, I can handle it if they can handle
Yes, and then side note, Marky is asking, tell a Neo story. So to the two people who went to Neo.
it. Yeah. But
Just-
before,
Yes.
Yes.
Richard, what you just sent me just now, if that shows to a Wasteland event I'm at, I want to fucking ride. In the backseat.
Oh, it's like a lifted limo. Shit.
Shit,
Yeah.
don't fuck spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
It's not done yet.
It's fancy.
Ooh.
I'd say it's a little too clean. It
Yes!
needs to be dirtier.
Thank you. Yes.
Santos, new goal, to remember your hookup, Commodore. He remembers his hookups.
I remember it. I just don't remember that one.
Yeah.
Because I still believe that it never happened. They probably just found someone who just looked like me. Because a big, toted, long-haired, bearded guy? Oh, God, I've never seen one of those in the Wasteland.
Right. Don't look for the white guy with the beard when you go bounty hunting.
And a hat.
And a hat. That's everybody.
You.
Yes. That's what I love about it. I'm kind of generic.
So for all we know, like, fucking, she met you. You're like, yeah, I'm Commodore.
I'm not tall enough.
Yeah, my boot. Get platforms.
I'm not tall enough. I don't wear platforms. I barely walk okay in flats, okay? I was pigeon-toed as a child. You put me in anything other than flats, no, it's just not gonna happen.
We'll get you those platform ones where it's solid, but like 6 inches.
Even that sometimes, man.
Wow.
Like
I can't walk in heels for shit, but give me those like 6-7 inch platforms.
Oh, yeah,
it just feels weird to me to
What?
step down and not have my feet.
Good point.
Santos, if you have any more new material, instead of going digging on old shit, we'd be happy to hear your shit talking. But if you like beating a dead horse, just go to the fucking barn. They have plenty.
Smack. Oh.
So, Neo story.
Stories.
Papa Bear?
You two.
We'll start with Papa Bear.
Yeah, because
Yes.
we haven't heard no
My
shit.
my favorite actually at Neo, because I didn't do much there because I actually discovered I'm light sensitive. So that was fun discovering that while I was at Neo.
I too. am
Oh,
sensitive.
So I was just like, ooh, okay. My sunglasses weren't strong enough for it.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. Well, I'm somebody who suffers from extreme motion sickness from motion blurring.
Ooh.
So most video games, movies, I haven't watched any new movies in like the past decade and a half.
Oh
Oh, wow.
So it's like a lot of stuff. So I discovered that gave me extreme migraines right off the bat. So I'm
Oh,
like,
fuck.
so I started wearing sunglasses during the whole time, which helped out a lot. But my favorite was the Fringer's pub crawl.
Ooh, all right.
We literally rolled up in all of our Fringer gear, which is coveralls, hard hats, and we set up tables outside of every bar and yelled out, "We're on break."
Nice.
And literally sat there on break, and then we're like, all right, break's over, and we'd all stand up, move to the next bar, and set up all of our tables out there. There's at least 20 plus people taking up the entire street.
God
We
damn.
probably had like 5-6 tables, like folding tables. Everyone had chairs. We had a sign, and we had a break room, and we'd all just sit down and just hear break, and then people start playing dominoes.
I
That was
love it.
Nice.
the funnest thing I've ever been a part of. Because I was just walking around and I was like, what the fuck's going on here? And they're like, hey, come join us on break. And I was like, oh, hell yes.
Yes.
But
Oh,
that was,
damn.
and then seeing Adam with an octopus on his head, that was a whole... I finally came out of camp and I was like walking through, and there's Adam. I was like, oh no. I'm going back to bed. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like,
It's too early.
for me, I was like, it's too late. Like, I get up at like 3 in the morning. I'm the old man. Like,
Damn.
I would say one of my favorite stories I didn't necessarily share before because we did a whole new episode where I talked about a lot of stuff. One of my favorite stories was actually being unrecognized. So I went to Neo and I brought a full like light up LED face mask, and I wore that with a hoodie with a bunch of lettering on it that all glowed in the black light. And so like I was fully made up to be this faceless anonymous hacker. And what I've noticed, of course, from all the years I've been doing Wasteland is I can't go anywhere in Wasteland without being recognized.
Yeah, I've been noticing that myself.
Yeah.
And even more so since doing this show.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, well, fuck yeah.
And so like everywhere I go, I hear Hatter, Hatter, and people are yelling out. People are inviting me, like, hey man, you gotta come check this out. You gotta come in here, come in this bar. Oh, we've got a spot for you right here, all the time, everywhere. And so for Neo, I did a different persona. I was a faceless hacker known as Glitch, and so my whole idea was that I was gonna show up with at least one night. Total face mask, no real talking, just kind of exist in the background. That for me was a really different experience. Just losing focus now.
Oh, would you like to try?
No, I'm good.
Oh, the force is strong with this one.
Listen, I know my kinks. That is not one of them.
Hey,
So
you don't slap it unless you tried it twice.
Yeah, kind of. Story.
Yeah, story.
So yeah, so just like, okay, so one of my favorite things to do was to walk up to people that I honestly legit knew. They know me, I know them.
Yeah.
I walk up fully covered and I'm just like, hey, how you doing? And they're like, oh, hey, is this your, hey, nice to meet you. Are you new here? And I'm like, yes. Just go with it just to see what they do.
Yeah.
So Santa goes, geez, you walked up to me and I didn't even recognize you with that mask on.
Yeah, that was the point. Like, I walked up to Santos. I walked up to Dale Dixon, who's a good buddy of mine who helps me run PA cars. I walked up to the command center. I spoke face to face with like Adam and Jared and Disco, and I'm wearing this full getup, and I'm not really disguising my voice, but a ton of people just had no idea who I was. And I'm playing it dumb like I've never met them. I don't know them. I'm new to this event. Please tell me more. Tell me who you are. Tell me what's going on.
Oh god.
It was really kind of interesting to be like, I have no idea what I'm doing. What's going on? Tell me about this. And they would just go into this full thing, and I'm just like, this is really kind of cool. It's almost like I get to be a first year again.
Yeah.
Because my first year, the event was so small and so new. Like, the first year experience now is way different than what I experienced for a first year.
Yeah.
And so to get that again, because it's the first year of Neo, so I'm like, It is my first year. It's everybody's first year.
Oh,
And you
yeah.
know what? I'm going to play it when I'm wearing this mask as if I've never been to anything like this. And I'm just going to play dumb and just see where the night takes me. See what stories they tell me.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It was really very interesting. And then because that outfit, because it's sort of desert, it still gets hot, you still get sweaty. So even by the end of the night, I was walking around then without the mask on, and I'm running into the same people, and some of them are like, "Oh shit, that was you!" And one of my favorite ones was I walk into, there was this bar that was it was Studio 54, but it was called differently. It was a non-human bar.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the one that the formerly artist known as Boss Cap.
Yes,
Right.
yes. So it was.
Cat and Matt.
Yeah.
So you had to be a non-human character in order to get into this bar.
The non-fully
So-
human.
So with my face mask on, I very much looked like some kind of cyborg or android. So they let me in no problem. Well, my buddy Clash from the Juggers, or Peepcorn as I often call him because that's his last name, was one of the bartenders. And I've known this guy since we were 16 years. Since he was 16, I was 14. We went to the
Yeah.
same high school. He's just a little bit older than I am. And so we went to high school together. We went to Renaissance Fair together. We've done Wasteland together. We've done all of this shit together. This is somebody who I feel if I talk, they will recognize me right off the bat. I'm fully masked up. You can't see me. You don't know who I am. I feel like the moment I open my mouth, Peepcorn's gonna recognize me.
Yeah.
So I walk up to the bar, fully masked up. He's like, "Hey, thank you for coming in. What would you like to drink?" I'm like, "I'm new here. What do you guys have?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, okay. So here's our house specials." And I pick one of them. I'm like, "Yeah, make me that." And he's like, "Cool." So he turns his back, and of course I've got a full fucking face mask. You can't drink with that shit on.
Yeah, no.
So while he's turned with his back to me, I take off this mask. Velcros around the back, so I take that off, and then underneath it I have another like black screen that covers my entire face. It's see-through on my end, but you can't see me. So I have goggles and a hoodie and the face mask, and then the tulle fabric underneath that. So I have all these layers. So anyway, while he's making my drink,
That is cold weather over there.
I pull off my first mask, pull off the goggles, pull off the hoodie, pull off the tulle face covering, get down to just my bare face. In like the 30-45 seconds that he's got his back to me mixing this drink. And he turns around and you can see it in his face and he's just like
Oh,
just like freaked the fuck out. And was like, "Was that you the whole time?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was me. It was me." He's like, "Oh shit." I was like, "I thought you would recognize my voice." And he's like, "I had no fucking idea."
yeah. So we've got Richard Klein. I'm always surprised at the overlap between Fair and Wasteland.
Mhm.
There's a large overlap.
There is, especially with the Uncle Zeke's at Nuclear Spring. Cause,
I have ran into
Fair was,
so many
the, what,
people.
the week after fucking Nuclear Spring?
Yeah. I've ran into so many people where I hadn't seen them in like, let's say 5, 6, 7 years because I had stopped doing Fair because Wasteland became my primary focus. And so they hadn't seen me. I had told them about Wasteland, but they didn't show up, and they didn't show up. And then finally, 5 or 6 years later, they finally show up, and I run into them. It's like, "Oh shit, yeah, like my old friend is here."
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely a lot of crossover.
yeah. And it sounds like from what people were talking about, there's a lot of people who were at Neo who had never been to Wasteland
Yes.
before.
There was a lot
And so
of people.
There were a lot of people like, "Oh, there's a regular thing that goes on here in like summer. We'll check it out. We'll see if we're interested in coming out to that." So that's gonna be an interesting like crossover from Neo to Wasteland because they got used to.
Yeah, we got some Neo newbies
Yeah.
who definitely understood and really did well with the cyberpunk aesthetic.
Oh yeah.
And some of those people, I want to see how they make it, how they bring whatever. I mean, they may come up with a completely different idea for Wasteland,
Yeah.
or they might take their Neo character and adapt it. Either way, I'm interested to see what they do.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, like, there was a lot of people never even went to Wasteland Weekend, went to Neotropolis.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was also easy for you to like blend in, like, I don't know this fucker. He's probably some fucking newbie piece of shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there was actually another thing that happened that I just remembered.
Yes.
The Jeff Bezos dance. That was the best thing in the world. So Team Rocket.
Oh, I, know
love Team
that
Rocket.
one.
Yeah, I love Team Rocket.
So
Good people.
she ran up to me and she goes, "So I'm doing a Jeff Bezos dance," and of course in my brain I'm just like, "Okay, cool." And she goes, "No, you know that box you've been protecting all week with your life?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Did you figure out why it's so big?" I go, "Yeah, because I'm guessing you're gonna jump out of it." And she's like, "Yes."
Oh God.
She goes, "I bought my partner an Amazon shirt."
Oh, nice.
So Team Rocket got delivered in an Amazon box in a suit with a bald cap.
I love it.
And literally, so I was at the stage watching people perform, which, by the way, that stage was super cool.
Oh.
But the dust tornado that formed in it kind of sucked
Yeah.
when we were building it. But it was so funny because she literally showed up. She goes, "Hey," and she lifted her beanie up and she had the ball cap on, and I was like, "It's almost time, isn't it?" She goes, "Yes."
Oh God.
And I guess she kind of harassed Jared a little bit because right before she got in the box, Jared's like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Hey, Jared," rips off the beanie, twinsies, and then dipped into the box, sealed it, and then got taken away. I was like,
Oh,
I
shit.
wish I would have saw that.
Oh, shit. That's amazing. Oh, my God. If you guys have never met Jared, yeah. Shaved head,
Clean ice.
clean ice.
Pretty nice.
Clean ice.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was so funny. We actually had a lot of fun with his frisbees too.
Yeah.
Like during cleanup, we were all out there with frisbees, just throwing them out there, all 5 of them.
Nice.
It was actually really cool. I got some pretty cool videos. That, of course, one day will be posted.
Yeah, I only got a chance to run into both Jared and Adam once at Neo because they're very busy people.
Yeah.
And if you're not on, I mean, if you're on like a volunteer crew, you probably run into them more often. But I ran into Jared once at Neo, and because it's my only chance to run into him, the only thing I did was like, "Hey, congrats on pulling this event off. Thank you for having it. I'm glad to fucking be here." And that was about the 10 seconds I got to talk to him before he was running off somewhere else, you know?
I saw him during the event in his 80s wig, all dressed up, and I was staring at him. I was like, "Is that fucking Jared?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "What the fuck? He has hair?"
Yeah, no, I ran into him. He had came to the Sentinel booth.
Yeah.
And the people who were running the Sentinel booth, they were like, "Hey, it's late. We want to shut down, but we don't know the full procedure. Somebody radio somebody." And I'm standing there just kind of having a conversation with them while they're doing this. And so Jared comes to give them their close down instructions.
Yeah.
And he was dressed in this, like, I want to say my closest reference to it was very Fifth Element
Yeah.
type
exactly.
look.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it was very much like Fifth Element, where they've got the very shiny suit with like the hair, but it's kind of missing on the sides and it's kind of flopped back, and
Gotcha.
it's almost like the faux hawk, like the mohawk that isn't spiked, so it's just laying down. It's kind of what
Gotcha.
Jared was wearing,
Yeah.
and I've never seen Jared with hair either.
Exactly. That's what I was like.
Jared has hair.
Right?
"Dad."
A wig.
It was a wig. Yeah.
So,
Goddamn.
I need to talk about a story with you because you're the other person I usually describe about it.
Oh God.
Hunter's Night.
Oh.
Like, which one?
The one. The one I was in drag.
Oh God, yes! I got the video of that.
I got video of it too.
Yeah.
I need
So,
to get that video from you. We keep
there was
forgetting.
only a small hand of... repeat if you haven't heard this already. The last Hunter's Night, my tribe, Ghoulcrest, talked me out of coming out of retirement to do a drag show for their event, Hunter's Night.
Fuck yes.
I was convinced, so I started working. Only one other person out of our tribe, who's also a club member, knew about this, was Papa Bear.
Because I showed up early to help set up.
Nice.
So, I I do my thing. I was having issues with my eyelashes because it's been so long. I no longer had an eyelash glue.
Right.
Luckily, Misty Mayhem was there that had extra eyelash glue for me to borrow to put on my eyelashes. But later through the night, I remember Monty.
Yeah.
Now, you might add a little more detail or correct me if I say this. From what I remember, because again, there was a lot of drinking.
Yeah.
There was a lot of drinking that night. Monty went up to you. He was like, "Hey, who's that tall redhead chick?" And of course, you already knew who it was. He's like, you were like, "Are you serious?" And Monty's like, "Yeah, who is she? She's beautiful." You were like,
yeah.
"Monty, go say hi."
Yeah.
Yep.
So Monty comes up to me, and I turn around. I see Monty just going.
Like that slow, like, is it okay if I come say hi?
Like a really shy, nervous approach, like.
One of those, like, I think you're too beautiful for me to talk to. We've all been there.
So I was like, I turned around, I was like, "Oh shit, Monty, how you doing, dude?" Like, in that tone of voice and shit, like my usual self. And he was like,
What?
"Commodore?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude, what's up?" And he's like, "Oh my god, I fucking love you, oh my god."
Yeah, that was pretty much how exactly it went.
Facebook.
So, like, do you have, like, any side story of that or your experience at that talk of Hunter's Night?
That was basically exactly how it went, because I was just like, "Brah, really?" Like, there's not very many people that are as tall as Commodore.
Yeah.
Like, most of us are short.
Well, I mean, there's TK, there's
but you can pick
Neil.
TK out from like a half a mile away.
Neil, Baron's pretty close up there.
But it's the size. Like, you can see the difference between people.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But not only that, I would say also that you will realize that if you're open-minded, you can be attracted to a lot of different people, a lot of different body types, a lot of different heights, a lot of different, maybe somebody's in drag. Like, just be open-minded to be like, yeah, I was attracted to that.
Oh, yeah.
And be willing to explore, like, okay, I was attracted to that. What do I want to do with that? Should I explore who I am sexually? Maybe you should. Maybe Wasteland is your eye-opener to bigger, broader things in your life. I would say for myself, like, I came from a very conservative Catholic family.
Yes.
Wasteland, I would say my first eye-opener for a lot of things was Renaissance Fair.
Yeah.
But Wasteland expanded a lot of that. In that it opened up my eyes to a lot of the things I had been taught growing up Catholic, that is not who I am as a person anymore. But Wasteland was a catalyst to opening up my eyes and changing my mind about a lot of things of this world.
Yes.
Be willing to embrace that and just go with it.
Yours and then mine.
So we got a couple comments. One from Richard. I'm always surprised at that overlap between Fair and Wasteland. And then he said, I mean, that's not a high bar, myself included. And then we got Needle watching, going, "Hello, fuckers." Hello, Needle. Hey, how you doing?
We got Darwin on YouTube. Love hearing more Neo stories. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah,
Well,
you're welcome.
Also, it was because it was the first year.
It was the first year, and only out of the whole Wasteland Talk group, only invested in the idea at that time.
I wanted to see how it went first.
See, my issue is that I also burned really hard throughout build. That I was just like, I kind of just want to chill at camp and relax for a minute.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's like, you've been in direct win for a lot of stuff. Like, I helped do so many sandbags. I really wish somebody took a picture of me because everybody was using shovels. I didn't use a shovel.
You use your hands?
I was on the ground using my full arms. Just
Shit.
There's a trick for that.
Fucking
You take
badass.
a jug and you kind of cut it and then boom.
Oh yeah, but it worked perfectly because we were in soft sand.
Ah!
So I literally I went hold the bag open. They're like, okay, and I was like, scrape, shove, and we were rapid filling. And I was like, you guys need to keep up with me. This shit's gonna blow away now.
Gotcha.
The insane, like, crazy work ethic of people like Papa Bear to make these events happen. Like, I need you guys to understand, if you can't afford a Wasteland ticket, or if you just want a really great experience, volunteer. Because the insane work ethic and the people you will meet who make this event happen is way more worth than any ticket price you could ever pay.
Oh yeah, and just the friends you'll meet.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
You'll never get rid of them.
Neil says, love you guys. And we love you too, Neil.
Yes.
Yes. I'm kind of excited about volunteering this year. Like, I picked 3 good spots where I'm like, okay.
Which ones did you volunteer?
I went for basically the psych tent.
Yeah, so you'll be working Sawbones and all that.
Yeah.
Sawbones is a regular viewer. He's a good person.
Yeah.
Let's see. Basically, the snack runners.
Gophers.
Gophers, yeah.
That's actually ran by my buddy is one of the people that's in charge of it.
Very cool.
Captain, the guy with that
Asshole?
Captain Asshole.
Captain Asshole.
Everybody
Oh,
knows.
so you know him. So
he's
you're.
not in charge, but he does do a lot of the working with.
So
people.
he can give you tips and.
And then
shit.
working with the photographers, taking the pictures off the memory cards and putting them on hard drives.
So that's like TK.
I think TK handles his own though.
Or
makeshift or.
I mean, yeah, makeshift apocalypse.
Someone in
shows.
there. I'm like, it's a
Or
good, like,
or fucking Al Terminator.
it's a good variety of
Yeah.
locations.
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
I'm like,
I like I said before, if you want a really great experience, volunteer. If you can't
Oh,
afford
yeah.
a ticket,
I
volunteer.
already bought my ticket.
I volunteered from 2011 to 2017. A
What's
lot
a
of
ticket?
times,
Yeah,
huh?
Yeah,
Right?
you, this motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tickets
a
to
lot
the
of
house.
times I did a lot of off-season build at Adam's place. I did sign up for volunteer this year.
It's pretty much a deposit.
So for 2022, I might be volunteer. Now, I was offered a possible comp ticket from a friend of mine who has some comp tickets.
Yeah.
But depending on if they give me a spot volunteer-wise that I'm just like, I dig this, I might do that anyway. Because I will stand behind what I say in that volunteering is worth the experience every
Oh, yeah.
time.
If they messaged me in advance, I would have took it. But I already bought a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I already have my comp ticket for Wasteland and Neo, and I still work Neo, and now I'm gonna still work Wasteland, and I'm going to build offsite build in 2 weeks.
But
Nice.
also, I would say, I'm also glad I also bought my ticket because again, it's gonna help them.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna help them with like taxes on property, whatever, the event taxes. Like things are going up in the world, so nothing's ever gonna say the same price that we're used to. Like,
And it's
fuck,
still
look
cheaper
at gas prices
Yeah.
for fuck's sake.
And it's still cheaper than Coachella.
Yeah, and again, there's a lot of other events that it's still cheaper. Like Burning Man costs more, Coachella costs more, Aftershock costs more.
Yeah.
And you don't get to camp
If
there.
you know Aftershock, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
So yeah, that's something to consider is that a lot of things, I mean everything just goes up in price.
Yeah.
And
So
and
it's
Wasteland
inevitable.
is experiencing the same thing. A lot of their insurance costs and everything else has just gone up. And Axel was here and he was saying just that like they don't raise the price because they want to be greedy or because they want to make money. They do it because they have to.
They have to, and it needs to happen to survive to make sure we get another Wasteland.
At the end of the day, both Jared and Adam, they both still work regular jobs, earn a regular pay their bills the regular way. They're not. Nobody's becoming rich off Wasteland.
No.
Nobody's making money off of
Like
it.
at this point, it's probably making a little profit or breaking even.
But a lot of it is just like it's invested in the next year and the bigger builds and the
exactly.
next
hell,
growth.
remember McDonald's dollar menu?
Yeah.
We don't even have that anymore. We have we don't even have a $2.50 combo meal anymore.
Yeah, no, that shit's all
Well,
over the place.
like I say, things just go up in the world. Like it's inevitable. It's just way things remember you remember in the Wild West days, like, oh, things, oh, I get a fucking shot of whatever, 3 pennies.
Okay, stop watching Kid Nation.
No, those are nickels, and they're not alcoholic. And I stopped
Shots
watching.
of root beer.
And I stopped watching Kid Nation a long time ago.
Richard's like, how much diesel is used to power Wasteland?
Well, yes.
I have no idea.
Papa Bear would be the best person to answer that.
We have or at least 2 tankers they fill up.
Damn.
Of these,
And I don't. No, I think they're gas.
straight up gas, not diesel. Either way,
we rent the Jennies.
it takes a lot to just keep it going. It takes a lot just to fuck around with it.
Yeah.
So.
But it's like filling up the trucks and all that stuff. That's a lot because I know they did the day I was there for offsite for load up for the last load up. They did at least 3 runs.
Damn.
While I was there.
So you got Rich going. I enjoy drinking and taking photos. If I can volunteer for that, then I will.
There are definitely volunteer for photos.
Oh yeah.
Not so much. So when I looked it up, it seems like especially for photography, you have to, if you have like a portfolio, then that's like, we want to see your portfolio.
Quite
a lot of
basic,
people,
quiet profile.
Yeah, because a lot of people can be like, oh yeah, I take a ton of pictures, but they're not going to be professional looking.
Okay, so yeah.
Or they're just trying to get a free.
But at the same time, like.
Oh hey, selfie.
But at the same time, if you are somebody who is of the, let's say, caliber that is a professional photographer,
Yeah.
totally fucking try for it. Fucking sign up. Because I will tell you this much. I'm lucky enough that I've been going to this event a long time and I'm known. Some of my greatest photos are the ones taken by the fucking professionals.
Yeah.
And some of the pictures that I post were people who have never been to Wasteland, who are other friends of mine, who are just like, oh my god, my jaw dropped when you posted that picture. I was like, that's taken by a professional photographer.
Because me, I have at least the 3 greats. TK.
Yeah.
Makeshift.
Oh hell yeah.
And Al Terminator.
One of the ones who was years ago too, was. Okay, now I'm drawing a blank. But there's been a lot of photographers over the years, not just Makeshift, not just TK, but others too, that would, especially ones who capture candid pictures that you don't know are happening.
So Richard just posted his Flickr shit. I haven't heard of Flickr.
Oh god, that's the Wayback Machine.
In a long fucking time, so.
That's a Wayback Machine. I'm gonna take the Flickr and I'm gonna post it on my MySpace.
Right, my fucking MySpace days. I'll put it on Gaia and fucking DeviantArt.
DeviantArt, yes! Yes! As long as we're going way back, fucking DeviantArt. I'm gonna put it on my live journal.
I still have a Tumblr account.
Right. On my
I mean, let's all play Second Life together.
Yes!
Never did that.
Never did it too, but I keep getting DJ offers for it. But I'm like, dude, I know Second Life. If I'm gonna DJ, it's gonna be First Life.
It doesn't downscale photos like Facebook does. Good to know.
Yeah. Facebook downscales photos for sure. So yeah.
Sure. I agree.
Yeah. Like.
And if it's still a relevant thing, by all means, do it.
Like, I'm not a professional photographer by any means, but I have a nice digital camera that takes really good, like, 4K photos. The camera takes better photos than I can, because it has, like, an AI, auto filter, all this shit built in where it just does the work for me. I bought it because it had all that extra shit. Yeah. So my point is that a lot of times I post my pictures to like Google Photo or like Google Drive or like Own Drive or one of those that doesn't downscale them, and then I send those links out to people who are in those pictures so they can get the full res version. But yeah, when you post on Facebook, it compresses it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got some good photos.
See, and I'm somebody that likes doing landscape photos.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, ooh, my phone's perfect.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
something I'm saving up for is the camera I'm actually gonna buy with the lens for night sky specifically. It's about $5,000.
Oh, God,
yeah. I paid about $500 for my digital camera, and the biggest downside to it is two things. One, it doesn't have a swap out lens, so you can't do like the swap out telephoto lens and all that shit.
Who's that?
But
Lower the screen.
the lens it does have is pretty high res, pretty far zoom.
Yeah.
The other thing it doesn't have.
Richard, Dick, please send me this nice Flickr photo of me DJing what looks like to be the fucking castle stage, because that's a pretty photo, despite me having no beard.
Yeah, Uncle Zeke's. Yeah, definitely.
Because I like that photo. I want that photo. So please give me that photo.
The other thing
24 hours.
that my camera doesn't have is a clean video out, so I can't use it for like this show to do like really nice high res close-ups. So those were the two things I really wish I had thought about when I bought it. But I'm an amateur when it comes to photography.
It's my bread and butter. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, those are
You're a
good
pretty
pictures.
good photographer. Like, I remember you showed me your shit at the fucking
Hey.
Nuclear Spring. Even our little trip to the it's not a river. It's
Whatever
a
the fuck
stream
that
of.
It's the Santa Ana River. Yes.
It's not. It's not.
It's not like the Sacramento River.
No,
No.
it's not nature, but it's very. I want to swim in it.
No, the Santa Ana River is unfortunately badly polluted.
But we saw people who did.
God damn.
And
Don't
I won't
swim in the
name-
Santa Ana
I
River.
won't name names, but we had a fun time just bullshitting.
As someone
on the shore.
As someone who has spent most of their life growing up near the Santa Ana River, don't swim in the Santa Ana River.
No.
It is polluted as all fuck. It is gross. It is disgusting. It is a small stream at some spots. It is a bigger river at some spots. But if you think of a river as like big enough to like drive a boat on, it's not that river. I swear to
that's not
God.
that's not what happened.
You could pee a bigger river than the Santa Ana River
God damn.
in most
You're
circumstances.
not from what happened.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I ain't saying shit.
Okay, so the Santa Ana River runs through a good portion
Off
of
camera.
the Inland Empire and a lot of SoCal where I grew up. Some places it's a tiny little trickle of a river. Other places it might be big enough to fish in, might be big enough to stand in.
Oh, we found a fish. It just wasn't alive.
It's very rare that it's big enough to take a boat in or a canoe or anything else. It's a very small.
So Richard's like, they were warned. They chose to go away.
Like here, Sacramento. The
It
Sacramento.
was a sewer river thing.
Yes. The Sacramento River is big enough to take fucking
I want that too.
cruise ships down.
Baby.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So you have to understand that the Sacramento River is large. Like you could take jet skis and boats and cruise ships down the Sacramento River. Santa Ana River, like I could throw a stone and make it across the other side and hit somebody. Like it's not the same. And it's mostly polluted and it's mostly gross. Don't go in it. Don't fish in it. Don't. Just don't. Just look at it and admire it from afar.
Don't
It's
even admire
prettier
it.
from afar.
Just no.
Off camera, we'll discuss.
Yes. So,
That's how-
side note, you've got some amazing pictures.
Yes. Those of me, please send.
I'm downloading them for you.
Please. But like, what was the only thing I was really sad about the Uncle Zeke's event is like I was shave face, so I had to have my glorious beard at the time. Like it's slowly coming back, but I was hoping to have it roughly around Uncle Zeke's when unfortunately it got pushed back and I had to shave and shit happens.
There we go. Downloading the original. Okay, hold on. Before
Yeah,
I
so-
get distracted. Let's see. Okay, can you? Richard, like, it looked very nice with the palm trees, but Google told me how many wastewater plants empty into it.
Yes.
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 Let's see. Nothing on Twitch.
Alright.
And nothing on YouTube.
So we're pretty much almost an hour over time.
Yes.
So
We do this with guests.
yes.
Yes.
We expect it.
So at this point, I think it's best to say we do our closing, and with pretty much as much as we can remember, we can do a closing of every episode. I know I missed it last week because we had every fucking buddy. I didn't do one because we had everybody. I'm not just gonna go, hey, everybody.
No, we did. I did the fuck you up the episode to the people who were there.
Yeah.
Oh, you did it.
Yeah.
So that was on you. Okay.
Yeah.
So, the fuck you of this episode goes to Papa Bear.
Yay! Fuck you.
Papa Bear, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you back.
Fuck you. Thank you so much for being a surprise guest on our show. Like seriously, you're
It's like get off work, drive an hour here.
you're the type of surprise guest we would want because like you're a fucking amazing person. We have so much history together of all three of us at this matter.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
This was a good surprise.
it meant a lot to us that you finally showed up on our show.
Right after 7 months of asking me to come in.
And we'll put this invite out there. If you guys want to be on the show, we said it earlier too. Contact us. If you want to be a surprise guest and you want to be a mystery,
You talk to the void.
contact Figment or Rebecca Wick or Bex.
Bex Wick
Yeah.
is what they're known on social media, at least
Yeah,
Facebook.
I've been in chat on like every
Instagram, it's Ministry Chick
77.
70.
You got to remember that we live in a, I'll just put it out, we live in a small apartment complex. It is a gated community.
You can't bring 14
Somebody
people over.
needs to know that you're coming so we can let you in.
Yeah.
You want to
Which
keep it a
is the
surprise?
void.
Yeah, that's Figment's job.
Which
Yeah.
will happen with Papa Bear. Because
Y'all didn't know shit.
no, we didn't.
Nope, and this was planned out a month.
Yeah.
Almost a month ago.
I see. I didn't even know that.
Exactly. I did it good.
Actually, I started planning this the first time you guys said we'll take a surprise guest, and I was like, and adding Figment immediately.
Oh my god, there's some great photos.
So yeah, we are always looking for new guests, and remember, this show is not just about myself and Commodore. This show is about the Wasteland community because all of us collectively make Wasteland what it is.
So
If you want to be on the show and talk about your stories and what you've done or what you're excited about, let us know. Hit us up.
So Richard's like, but I just opened another beer.
Chug it.
Oh, trust me, I got a bit of beer left. We all have beer. We're all gonna chug it. So chug it with us, Richard. You're Texan. Be a cow fucker.
And I got water.
So,
I was gonna say I got soda.
It counts.
in closing,
To this one.
I am Commodore Pistolwhip.
I am Hatter of the Waste. Hope to be your next mayor.
Woohoo.
Papa Bear of the Dustwalkers, and way too many titles to list right now.
That's how it works.
So, we are Wasteland Talk. We'll see you to be
Soon.
determined because
July is a busy month.
July is a very busy month, and I know the second week after this, we're going to be seeing my tribe leader. So,
Oh yeah, we're gonna go see Captain. Yeah.
So we might be an extra week off. So predetermined. Stay tuned for event updates.
Follow on YouTube and Twitch.
Follow
Yes.
YouTube and Twitch.
And our
us
Instagram too.
Give us a like on Facebook.
Yes.
So, huzzah, everybody!
Huzzah.
Yay, can't see me.
Cue us out.
Well, you're in charge of audio.
We ain't playing the audio till the video's up and the mic's off.
Good point. I'm sure you guys this picture. Oh, we broadcast from our apartment.
Yes, we do.
We tried to comment on YouTube. Oh, Gak Bunny showed up.
Well, late and never.
You can watch the retakes.
Hello.
Yeah, it'll be on YouTube. All our old episodes is on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, we're to go with.
I got holy shit songs.
Okay, that's fine.
So just mute our mic, please.
your grandma